Freaking
right.
mess. Oh, Kendrick, are you ready?
Boom. Emily, are you ready?
No.
I know. Me and Emily were just talking behind the scenes, and we've both been like up doing stuff. Like I've been recording. I got episodes coming out this week, and it's a lot. She's been doing it's a lot going on. Okay.
Yeah, it was like it was a week of TV. Grateful for it. So much fun, but like
Stressful, right?
3 episodes of Traitors, 2 episodes of the Valley Persian style, and then of course, Beverly Hills, and then Salt Lake City. And I hadn't finished my Salt Lake City notes because I honestly thought I was gonna like have it memorized. But I know myself better. I'm like, I have to have something of a note in here. So I'm gonna wing that part. But then I also watched the Mary Cosby cult docu-series, which we are going to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
But what were your shows? You had a bunch of shows too.
Oh gosh. So just so y'all know, I'll be regularly covering the pit and industry on my podcast. And y'all know Emily jumps over every now and then to talk about industry, so that'll be fun. Yes, I talk about both of those, and that episode is gonna come out tomorrow. So fun stuff. And I'm having a ball. HBO, I'm an HBO host, so
you are.
I love it. So those are my jams right now. Obviously the Traitors, I was locked in right to that. For some reason, to decompress after the Traitors, I chose the pit. So I don't know what I was thinking, but I mean, I had the best time. I watched that episode like 3 times now. That was
it just one episode?
Just one, but okay. They go for like 15 episodes. So
they do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's like a whole network
shift of a day. So it starts at like 7 a.m. and goes all the way down to like yes.
Okay, 15 episodes.
Mm-hmm. All my pit heads in the comments. Shout out all the pit heads in the comments. Okay. What else I have not watched either episode of the Valley Persian style. I didn't know there were 2, so I don't watch Beverly Hills. I'm actually so glad to have offboarded that I don't have to.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely terrible. What else did we have? You didn't. I'm sure you didn't watch His and Hers on Netflix.
Loved it.
Okay, I'm not going to give you guys any spoilers. I'm going to give you guys a chance to watch it because we will then talk about it next week because I don't want to ruin it for any of you. I want you all, if you have not seen His and Hers on Netflix yet.
And 2 of my favorite people. I mean, I love both of them. I watch anything with John Bernthal. I watch anything with Tessa Thompson. Like I'm there. And so like them being on one show and then I can never say his last name right. Pablo, is it?
Oh, the guy who always plays a bad guy. So every time he's in anything, I'm like, so he eventually will be the bad guy because he always plays the bad guy, literally.
Yeah. Loved it. It.
Tessa has the most incredible skin.
Yeah.
It's like I need to see her I need to like touch her skin in real life because I'm not like I'm like, is that makeup? What the she has no pores.
You know what it is? It's buttery. That's what it is.
Buttery. Oh my god. Like every close-up of her, I'm like, is there a filter?
Right. It's not fair. It's not fair, is what it is.
It is crazy. No, but the ending. Like, this was my journey with it. I was like, oh, I think I have this figured out. I'm pretty sure I have this figured out. And then I was like, oh, I guess maybe I don't have it figured out. And then I was like, okay, not bad. All right, no, I don't care. Then when the final like thing happened, I was like, wait, what? But the way they executed that last 8 minutes or 10 minutes,
right?
Oh my god,
Q4 baby, Q4,
satisfying.
Yes.
So cannot recommend enough, and we will get into it. Don't put any spoilers. If anyone has seen it, don't put any spoilers because I don't want to ruin it for anyone who has not watched. I want you all to watch fresh. But okay, we have a lot to discuss today. This is going to be a long one. Because I finally watched. All right, let me write this timestamp down so we all know where we are. I finally watched the Mary Cosby cult doc.
Yes.
And as I told Kendrick already, I was like, it's killing me not to tell you everything I want to say, but I'm saving it. I regret watching it because I had just started accepting Mary and normalizing Mary because I felt like that's what they wanted us to do. I felt like we were like, okay, I guess it's not weird that she's married to her step grandfather. And I guess I guess none of this is weird. It's totally acceptable. We were the crazy ones for questioning it. We were out of line for questioning it. So I had already accepted Mary. But then watching this, I was reminded, like, this wasn't okay. We should not have normalized this.
And what are you saying specifically?
I'm not talking about the cult
right.
aspect. I'm talking about the marrying your step grandfather part. That full stop, that part.
That part. Yeah. Because I think neither one of us still convinced about the whole cult thing. I think that still feels.
I feel like it's a really tough thing to prove.
Right.
And like so what do? We get everyone out of the congregation and stop giving Mary money? I'm sure she is exploiting them to some degree because Robert Sr. is a predator. But here's the takeaways I took from it. Let me just try my best to like stay centered here because I'm too easily influenced. So I should have known if I watched it, I was going to be like, all right, now I'm fully back on this one. But the reason the whole cult thing doesn't like get me is because, there's still another church that's supposed to be the new mama's church. And I'm like, so is that a cult? Like, are you guys donating there? Like, I don't know exactly what we're supposed to do with Faith Temple, which is Mary's church. Okay.
Yes.
But the takeaways were people calling Mary, number one, a bully when she was younger. And
tracks.
I was like, I guess that really makes sense.
Yeah.
But this is the part that made me like sick to my stomach. When Robert married her grandmother, there's a 20-year age gap between them, but Mary was 3. And Mary was very much present in his life.
Yeah.
That's really hard to get around. That's really, really hard to get around. And in the doc, the Mary's sisters, who really hates Mary. But you know what? I kind of was like, fine, fair. I feel like Mary has her version of you, but like, I have a hard time not believing everyone in this doc is like giving something of an accurate depiction of like stories that happened,
Yeah, it's their story. Absolutely.
Yeah. So, but Mary's sister said that they called him Gramps and that she had to, quote, like redefine the relationship when he married Mary.
That's one of the things I called out too, because I never thought about that because I was like, ooh, that must be going from Gramps to brother-in-law. Like that's I don't know how I make that jump. Yeah.
No, you don't do that.
Yeah.
But they painted Mary to be materialistic from a young age, but they were poor, which is also interesting because Mary denied that. She's like, I never said we were poor.
Yes.
When Brittany brought that up, but they were on welfare and they had, what a life. Like Mama took her 4 kids and
I think so.
Walked and hitchhiked across the country basically.
Yeah.
To get to Salt Lake City.
Because she felt what the sinners were.
She felt that was the calling. And I'm like, that's nuts. That's a pretty crazy thing to do.
Yeah, she got there and they said it was so appreciative of her, like getting there and like, because I guess I was really interested in the aspect of her being the business owner too, because like there were so many people, just like a whole community there in Salt Lake City that are just so underserved. And now they finally had someone being like, oh, you don't have like a good restaurant to eat at here. I'll put one here. Oh, here, I'll do this. I'll give you a church. I'll do this kind of stuff. So it really feels like Mama was like the moralistic part of all of this that was like holding everything together.
Yeah, like all the businesses that she opened were to basically create jobs.
Yeah.
For the community, because it was only like 1% of the community was Black or something like that. And obviously no one cared about him. So then in comes Mama and it was like, and she started in her house, preaching in her house. And it's this grassroots movement. It grew. So everybody's version of Mama was just positive.
Yes. Everybody loved Mama.
But then along comes Robert Sr., 20 years younger.
Back in Indiana. Yep.
And, wait, was he back in Indiana that he did this?
Well, he was back in Indiana, like when she like went, because I think she still had like heavy ties in Indiana, so she would always go back and forth between the two, and so
Oh,
that's where she went and met him, and then brought him back to Salt Lake City.
yeah, because he was looking to be saved or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then he moves in with her,
Mm-hmm.
but she was like, no, he's 20 years younger than me. No, we're not going to be together. But he like slowly worked his way in to that situation because I mean, church leaders have power and mama had power and Robert Sr. wanted it. And I will say the P word for him, he is a predator. Okay. He's a predator.
Yeah.
And so there's these stories that people tell about Robert Sr. because I guess he like adopts these boys. I don't. Who were the boys? Were they cousins or whatever? It doesn't matter. He adopts these boys who are his sons, and Mama is their mom.
Mm-hmm.
But they talk. One of them talks in the doc about how abusive he was. He started holding these brotherhood meetings with the adult men and the younger boys, and it would be like a awful abusive boot camp where they had to like run to just that kind of like awful cult shit that you hear about like that's where the cult stuff comes in is all this Robert Sr. behavior, like the fear stuff, the abusive stuff, and then they start all the other cult things. If you ever watch a cult doc, it's like it did check all of the boxes of what he was doing, Robert Sr. like getting like when you get collateral from people, like tell me a secret, now I know your secret and I'm gonna have that over you type of thing. So like all of that stuff was coming from Robert Sr.
Because that's one of the good things I will give the docu-series. I actually thought it was worth watching. I don't know if it was convincing for me, but like it was definitely worth watching because I actually think they structured it well for the sake of early on in the documentary, they defined their definition of a cult. So they were like, if it's dealing with financial abuse, it's dealing with like isolation, and usually sometimes dealing with some kind of like manipulation that leads into sexual abuse. So all those kind of three things, and they did a good job of laying all three of them out. And Robert Sr. hits a lot of those points.
Then now that you've said it, the sexual abuse part, Cameron.
Yes.
Now you see, I remember when there was this talk of like, oh, Cameron actually was having sex and had an affair with Mary.
I had not remembered that.
I remember that. Well, here's the problem. I remember that, and I was like, but I can't even picture Mary having sex.
I know, right?
I can't even imagine it. No way. But so apparently Mary like seduced him, like brought him to the house, had him come to the house. He was looking to be saved and all this stuff. He was already part of the church. And the way they described it was just so uncomfortable. Okay.
Yeah.
Because it was so Dan Cosby is Mary's cousin, and Cameron confided in him. And there was all these recorded phone conversations because once it was like, okay, I want to get this on record, I guess. I don't even know. But
lots of audio.
But Dan goes, he said he put his hand in her vagina.
Yeah.
Like, okay, well, that is not the visual. Okay, that's not what happens. No one sticks a hand up there. All right.
Right. I was like, wait, what? It felt like a lot of people who didn't necessarily have a lot of experience, describing what was told to them after the fact. It reminds me of that video. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to make this funny either, but it reminds me of that video online where the guy is on campus talking to like the students who like don't participate in anything. It's one of the like the religious campuses, and he asked him like, "Can you name a type of alcohol?" And he's like, "Tequila," because he has no idea. I know. I'm like, "Oh, that's so sweet." Like, stay that way, sir.
You're like, stay that way. No need to learn more. But then they had sex and they had like a relationship, and I just like. I can't even imagine. I guess I got to think about Mary when she was younger. Maybe I don't know. I can't even picture it.
Right. It's hard because of the Mary we know. Like she's done a great job of painting. Number one, we've talked about it before though, but she's done a great job of like rehabbing her image to where when they decided to put this documentary out, like the documentary makers, it was gonna be a hard sell for a lot of people because now like she's rehabbed her image so much that like people are staunch in their Maryism. Ooh, probably shouldn't say that if we're talking about a cult, huh? Whoops. Anyway, but they're staunch in their beliefs of Mary.
Also, something I didn't realize is that so Cameron was contacted by the Salt Lake City producers because of the Lisa connection. And it was like, do you know anyone? And he suggested Mary. And Mary wanted to do it really bad.
That was something we totally didn't know. I have to imagine they reached out and said, do you know any black people? Because I don't know why, like, they just be like, oh, I know someone. Let's reach out to Cameron. It's like, why Cameron of all people? So
good point.
I'm guessing that was one of the black people Lisa knew, and she was like, "Oh, I know somebody. He might know somebody. He might know somebody, and he knew somebody. So maybe all stereotypes aren't bad. I don't know."
I concur. That's exactly what happened. They're like, "Do you know any black people?"
Right.
I have one friend.
Like, we're having trouble. We can't find any. I don't. Okay.
Are there any here? There are some.
Right.
But like Mary was taking Cameron on private jets and buying him $500 shoes. And he was like, so the part that kind of breaks my heart is when I don't want to believe Cameron and be like, maybe he's making this up. The recordings and the audios, I'm like, I don't know if he's making this up because he's embarrassed. Like he's ashamed of himself.
Yeah.
And he thought that getting Mary on the show would expose who she really was.
Right.
And I mean, it did, but I've never seen like a fan base gaslight the rest of us who were like, no, something's wrong. This is weird. What's going on? Like those who are Mary stans were like, it's totally normal. Everything about this.
Right. And you know what I think happened too, that they didn't, which is what they should have really touched on in documentary, in my opinion. I think is one of the big omitting factors. Oh. They didn't account for the fact that like fans were going to be on Mary's side season 2 because the rest of the cast, probably Heather led too, kind of chose to be like, well, I know that we have a whole criminal over here that's been guilty of doing all this to the elderly and doing all this and that and stuff like that. But also Mary's right here. Let's actually focus on her. And they did that so much season 2 that it was like, why are we not focusing on the big problem? So a lot of people were like, no, now Mary Cosby, get thee behind ye, stay over here. I don't want them to bother you. Let's not have them do anything. And they completely, the Jen Shaw of it all. We always say she took up all the air in the room. So that's where it was.
That's very true. I forgot about that. That's what like shifted the whole audience. Cause we were like, why are we even worrying about that when Jen is over here? And somehow Mary being married to her, but I go back to, I really don't understand how when producers found Mary and heard her story about her being married to her step grandfather and this church and all this stuff, they were like, oh, she'd be a great housewife.
I guarantee you that's exactly what it was. Like, oh, the fans are gonna, because when they talk about it in the doc, they really did use Mary to like kind of hook people into this show.
Oh yeah.
Like what? There's a person that's married to who? And they probably were seeing dollar signs immediately when they met Mary.
You know, this is one of those things where like reality TV definitely, we know it's got its many toxic traits. But like this is one of those where it's like, this is irresponsible, guys. This should have been like, oh my God, we have discovered something that should be looked into and maybe like help or something, not like let's totally, because there's also a problem too with like really rich people. They do weird stuff and we excuse it, you know. And so we're like, well, I guess married to her granddaddy, like we just step grandfather, not blood related, but like no, it still was her grandfather. Like it's, I'm sorry.
We excuse it all for like being above our tax bracket. We're like, you know what? I can't relate. I'm actually about to go to Walmart to get a couple things. So don't mind me, people. Okay. Y'all do whatever y'all are doing in your 5 homes. Can't relate.
Exactly. Like this is just, I guess, what the people we don't associate with do. So, okay. And I think that's how it became okay. And also, like you said, they saw the dollar signs. We're like, oh, this is a good hook. We're gonna. But then Mary like did not like it. Like she was always in her closet the first season. She didn't want to be around anyone. I mean, Jen was also. It was also Jen. Jen, like that was the problem. There were too many other crazies going on.
Right.
So it was like, oh, there's like a lot to keep track of right now.
Exactly.
You know,
a lot happening.
But it was hard because we kind of like blocked out all the stuff that we knew about Mary, like the way she'd be yelling at the church and all that audio that we'd heard and even seen, like the scene of her going into the church and all the people, all of her members being like, you are the facsimile of God. And like, we saw it with our own eyes. Like we saw a lot of
the best friend that I've ever had. Yes, I quote that so often. I hate that I quote it so often, but yes, I remember watching that scene. I was like, oh, Mary, there might be.
You had that ready. Like I could tell Kendrick does that a lot. He was like, oh, don't worry. It's in the back pocket.
Everywhere. Every time I think of Mary, I think of that scene. I'm like, you know what, Mary? I get it. I get it.
Stop.
I get it.
But a lot of people have, she was it sounds like she was pretty abusive to people. Mm-hmm. And we saw her also do that. We saw like the text message that Whitney read from Mary.
Yes.
We just let that go.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're like, Whitney, you're annoying.
I think it was like my favorite meme at the time. Like I used that clip of her reading that text from Mary. I had like, would anything happen to me, I was using that text message. And then she did it to Lisa Barlow like the next season. I was like, oh, now I got another one. Here we
got two.
Here we go. I'm the problem.
But there's in the doc, there's someone who was in the church, married to Mary's brother.
Okay. Yes.
She talks about how abusive Mary was. She's like, Whitney doesn't know the half of it. And I was like, oh, that's sad because it was a lot. Like Mary said a lot in that thing. Yeah. But we turned it into entertainment, but like, that's not good. Mm-hmm. And according to her sister-in-law, this woman who's married to her brother, Mary started to get I guess paranoid that there was a relationship going on between Robert Sr. and this woman. Mm-hmm. And was like kind of berate her for it. And then Robert Sr. was like, you're confusing your love for me, and was basically convincing her that she was in love with him and that it was inappropriate. And she had to like he would call her, text her. She had to go over to the house and like repent and be like sermoned or whatever. But like, obviously that is abuse. Like it was the way she's describing it, it was bad. And that like, if she didn't pick up the phone, Mary and Robert would both be like texting constantly. And like, it's abusive, 100% abusive. Mm-hmm. And the reason I'm like, oh, I could see that is because the way we've seen her talk to people who help her out.
Yeah.
is bad.
Yeah.
She talks to everyone bad. Mm-hmm. So then there's that story of, and I remember her talking about, because it was in the reunion, how Andy was like, oh, you have someone that cleans your house? She's like, yeah, I mean, she cleans my house. She does everything for me. But like, whatever. I mean, I pay for her apartment. And then I was like, do you though?
Right.
I don't know. Like, so she has shown signs of being that terrible, but now all of that in her return is gone.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I said, like, literally, like that image rehab needs to be studied, because like, even the way, like, think about how we talked about it last week, I think, but like that scene where she's like doing a tequila and she's licking it like that, like people making fun of her at the table would have like set Mary off seasons ago. But now she's a Mary that can like take a joke, and she's a Mary that can like give as good as she gets, and like all it's like she truly came back like almost a whole new person. Like it was, I don't know if it was just like having a genuine friend on the show with like Angie, and like she likes Bronwyn, like maybe that's kind of helped a little bit, but it kind of feels like she came back and she's like, no, let's get us a second goal and let's actually make it worthwhile this time.
Yeah.
Let's get out the closet these seasons and let's do a little.
And like, because she was talking to everybody kind of, even I guess like she has been kind of like when she was setting up that breakfast at Tiffany's lunch, or the Audrey Hepburn lunch or whatever, she was pretty mean to the people helping her. She was like, what is this? What is this? What is that there? Like, she's not necessarily the nicest person, but like she just, we don't see her barking orders at anybody like she was the first go round.
Right. Can I say too, I think one of the reasons why, this is gonna get me in trouble too, but I think one of the reasons why it never like stained on me, like that part of Mary, it's because she really is like a first lady, and I think a lot of us who know like first ladies or go to churches like that,
Not good.
exactly, we're like that's kind of.
Oh, that's bad.
And then when you think about it too, like, oh, not me bringing one of my other faves into it too, but like, think about like Giselle is a mean girl to her core. Like, I love me some Giselle, but that's a mean girl
You
to her.
know.
Exactly. And she was a first lady for a year, so it just kind of, I think that's why that's one of the reasons why a lot of people excuse that kind of behavior because they're so used to it in their own
Yeah.
lives. They're like, oh, that's the first lady. I expect her to be like this. I almost feel like she came on and was like actually the person that's like doing all this charity work in the community or doing this and doing that. It'd almost be more suspicious than being an asshole. I don't know. It kind of feels that way sometimes.
Wow. Okay, that's good. That's good information because I've not been around that enough to even know I have a reference point for it.
Right.
But let's talk about the church, the whole like marrying Robert Sr. and how Mary got like let's touch on that because that's a big sticking point. Mary even brings it up in this season or last season.
Yeah.
This season. That her mom thought she was supposed to inherit the church. And where'd she get that? That's not what it was from. Like, no, wait, she wanted me to take over the church. That doesn't seem like it's true. Because, okay, when Mary was like a bad girl, Mary was the naughty one. She was always getting in trouble. And she was, they have a word for it, like excommunicated or something. There's a word for, I think I have it written down. Hold on.
Yes.
Disfellowshipped or something like that. And so she was allowed to be in the church, but not like she was not being saved. She was not receiving the Lord because she was just such a bad girl. Well, that was the state that Mary and Mama were in when Mama died. So it is kind of questionable that like at what point did she say, I want Mary? First of all, what point did she say, I want my husband to marry one of my granddaughters?
Right.
When the fuck did she say that?
And if she did, honestly, think about how problematic that is because it's like, well, this guy was 20 years younger than me when I got with them. And my solution to quote unquote them saying like, I think I said taking his youth. My solution is, oh, well, let me give you someone even younger so that you can do the same to them. And so
Thank you. Good point. Well said.
That was one part of the documentary. I was like, that feels yucky.
So my theory is Robert Sr. wanted, because he's a pervert, wanted to be with Mary. And because Mary was also like, he knew he could get Mary because Mary liked stuff. She liked cars. She liked money. And he had that because of, the church stuff.
Gave her a BMW. Yeah.
Exactly. And and her sister is still pissed about that BMW.
Oh, yes.
All these years later, that fucking BMW, she's still waiting for her BMW, Robert Sr.
Oh, yes, she is. Ooh.
So I think that Robert Sr. basically, like, because he was leaning on Mary a lot after Mama died and claiming it was because it was helping him because she would want to hear about Mama and he would talk about Mama or whatever. And I'm like, I think he made this bullshit up about wanting to be with Mary, and Mary was wooed by the money. Yeah. And somehow, but I mean, it's right in front of her face. She says it on camera that it's weird. She said that she had her period when they got married and was so happy. And then she pretended to have her period for like 2 weeks because she didn't want to have sex with him.
Yeah.
Like she said that out of her own mouth.
Yeah. Like it all of that was,
I know.
Yeah. A lot of that was kind of blatantly ignored and stuff like that, but goodness.
Well, that's the problem. It's like, I remember wanting to not be normalizing this. Like, I remember being like, this isn't normal. Like, what are we? I remember I'm on record. I know I am of saying this shouldn't have been a housewife. This should have been like a TLC documentary.
It almost fits TLC way better. So it makes sense. Yeah.
Like I literally was like this because like now I have to like pretend this is normal, but I'm sorry. What were you going to say?
No, but one of the other things that really, really, really number one, it helped us forget about that, but also two, helped with her image rehab, was that Robert Sr. stopped appearing on the show at all.
Yep.
He kind of got replaced by Robert Jr., who was like the one, like that was like our, like us as the fans, we're like, oh my God, we've got to help him. We've got to figure out what's going on. We need to be there for this young man and all this kind of stuff. So not only did we get rid of the bad guy on the show, we got like someone for us, quote unquote, to save too. So it's like, you really, like, she couldn't have did it better, honestly, if you're gonna like try to rehab your image and stuff. You really, I think it's just Harlem in the comments. Number one, the first comment she made that cracked me up, because I've been trying to, like, y'all been having a lot of great comments today, but she had quoted Mary when we were talking about the text message that she sends. She quoted the one from Lisa. She said, "Your nasty tequila will kill people." And yes, she did absolutely say that. But a good question that a lot of people have been posing because of this documentary. She said, "Is it gullible of me to think she's really changed off and on camera?" What do you think of that?
I don't know.
I know it's just like, I don't, like, they give me all the information, but I'm like,
I'm mad actually that, like, you can't get me all the way here. We're season 6. I think Mary's funny, and then I watch this and I'm like, okay, so we were right. Fuck, people, we were right. Like, this is not okay. Like, she's not like, we need to help her or something. I don't know. But here's another reason why I know that Mama wouldn't have wanted Mary to marry Robert and take over the church. Mary was married.
Yes. And I forgot they talked about that at the season 1 reunion.
Yep. And she could not really answer that question. She's like, it's irreconcilable. It just wasn't a good marriage.
Right. Oof.
But then they show like they're only like months apart. It was like September 1998 divorced, December 1998 married to Robert Sr.
Ugh.
Hello.
Yeah.
So I just know that then Mama wasn't trying to I feel like Robert Sr. told Mary, Mama wanted you to take over. Mama wanted you to take over. And she just believed it.
Right.
And he wanted her to take over because then if he married one of them, then he was like in the family. Now he's got, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I was gonna call out earlier, because they said in the documentary that he started calling around. I think her sister was one of the ones that got the call, and he was like, has God been talking to you? Does he want me to marry Mary? And they're like, I think he's genuinely expecting people to be like, oh my God, he came to me, he said the same thing. Yes, let's plan this wedding right now. We'll go to the church on Sunday, close service, we won't open the doors, it'll be you and Mary's day. Like, no, totally. Like, no, God hadn't told me that. Why would God tell me that? Excuse me? Like,
no, I hope God hasn't told me that. Was he telling you that?
Exactly. If he did, I actually ignored it.
Okay. And so, but like, that's also, that's on everybody else for normalizing it too. Like, that was in it, like thinking it was okay and like attending this church. I'm like, okay, guys, like we need to, but then also, okay, there's Rosalind, her mom. Sorry, I'm looking through my notes because I have tons of them. Rosalind, that's what I was going to say about Rosalind. So here's the thing I don't really think is true about, okay, Rosalind's convinced that she was supposed to take over the church.
Yes.
Rosalind was also on bad terms with Mama.
Yes.
Like very bad terms.
Mm-hmm.
So that makes me like, well, when did she say that?
Right.
And then Rosalind stages like a whole violent walkout, or I don't even, like, it was supposed to be like a takeover of the church or something. Yeah, it's nuts. Mm-hmm. Cops are called. They're elbowing people, trying to get them out of the seats or something. And so that whole like who has the right to the church thing, I'm like, I don't really know if either of you do at this point.
Right. I mean, I don't know. Honestly, which is the saddest part about it, maybe it was Robert Sr. that was supposed to take. I don't know.
Right?
Were they? Yeah. They were. Him and the mom were legally married, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Then it would have just been. I don't know. Maybe everyone was making those claims because they're like, "Oh no, you're not about to take this out of our family."
Mm-hmm. Now for like the stuff that's just like, oh shit, Mary, this is really bad. We talked about it whenever we talked. Was it last week when there was that scene that you and I unfortunately quote all the time where she goes, "No."
Yes. Uh-huh.
Is she alive? No. And it's so
I'm here to make cookies. Yeah, that thing.
okay. So the person that died was someone very close to Mary. It was like her niece, basically.
Very
and
crazy.
I just was like, I didn't put it ever into context that she like knew that person very well. I really just thought that like she kind of barely knew this. I don't know why, but I really thought she like barely knew this person. And so I was like, oh wait, that's bad. Also horrible. She didn't let anybody donate money to their like fundraising for after the death, and would actually told people like if you gave money, go get it back. Never sent any condolences, and this was like these are long-term family friends that she grew up with. The Enoch.
I think it was so one of the Enochs was her like childhood boyfriend, and I think it was his daughter, right?
Yeah, Michael or something like that. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and like so Mary's sister was heartbroken because Mary's sister was like, that was my niece. I talked to her all the time. And Mary just like thought it and never sent condolences. Like that's a tough one for me. Another one that was a tough one for me is there's this woman, Dawn, who was one of the people that worked for Mary and Robert. And you know, it's just like was her name Dawn? Right? Yeah. Dawn. Yes, Dawn is her name. And I think she was sick too.
Yeah.
But they never paid. Anybody that worked for them at the house doing the stuff, she never paid, which she even said that like on camera about that other cousin of hers or something. She's like, well, no, I don't pay her. I swear she said that.
Right. Probably did. The one that was always in the closet with her like dancing and stuff. And she was like, no, you don't. Yeah, her.
Yes, that one. So she worked to the bone. She was apparently her sister witnessed Dawn getting like verbally abused by them, saying like telling her like, oh, you're just a slave and you're gonna work here till you die, whatever. Well, then she does pass away.
Oh, yep.
And now I'm gonna take you to the sister of Dawn. Her name is Susie. Susie's father was heavily involved in the church, but like gave a lot of.
That was it. I could not think of her name. I was like, what is her name? Leah Slatton in the comments said Charlinda. That was
Charlinda. Thank you.
All the time. Yep.
So Dawn is the one who's just passed away, but I don't even know the timeline of this. But Dawn's sister Susie also has her father who is donating all of this money constantly. They're working this guy for money constantly. And Susie's like, look, Dad, you got to stop.
Yeah.
You got to stop. Well, Mary called her ass and said, you're out of the church because don't do that. And so then when Susie's sister, oh wait, it's Pat. Pat is the sister. Pat's the person who was in there. Sorry, guys. My notes are really fucked up right now. I told Kendrick, I'm like cramming for a test because like I didn't get to like finish perfecting my notes. I just like wrote everything down when I was watching.
But that was one of the bad things about the doc is because like at a certain point, I think it was episode 3, it stopped being like introducing new stuff and it started being like, okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Like a spitball of testimonial now. And it was like, whoa, this is a lot coming to me very fast.
Yes. I'm in my episode 3 notes and I'm like, hold on. I'm like, I didn't go through and like fix these because there's a lot of different segments. And I'm like, now who was that? I think Pat was the one who passed away. Anyway, so when Pat passes away, when Susie's sister passes away, I couldn't have told this in a more horrible fashion. I apologize. This is not my best podcasting work. I'm so sorry. I'm ashamed, actually. But she couldn't go to the funeral for her sister because Mary wouldn't let her. Sorry, I'm like really close to the mic. Am I screaming?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm like so excited. I'm like, calm down. And that's like stuff I'm like, okay. These aren't great things.
Right.
These aren't great things. And so then I go back to being kind of mad at Bravo again. I'm like, why'd you bring her back? I think it was I feel like it was like a legal thing. Like they were worried that like they said some shit about Mary, like with the church and Predator and like all that kind of stuff that could have gotten them in trouble.
And they did film that like scene between seasons, like Jen and Heather. Jen, after she had been like caught and stuff too. Her and Heather like went by the church and filmed there, and like all it was weird stuff going on. Yeah, so I could believe that.
Yeah, because like I feel like once you start digging into the Mary stuff, it's like, oh shit, maybe we should have not put her on this platform. And like,
you know what's sadder though? I honestly think the real reason was probably that, because I remember most of the fans too thinking like Jen Shaw has taken up like so much real estate on this show.
Yes.
And now she's gone. She's not going to be on here anymore.
And it was like, what are we going to do?
Right. You're left with Lisa and Whitney. Like you're left with that crew. I think all those extras that are on our season 3, like those 3 friends of, they clearly weren't going to be brought back. I think Angie came back though. But like we didn't know if Angie was going to be like fully involved or whatever. And so we were like, no one knew the direction of the show. But one thing they did know was that they enjoyed Mary being mean to these women. So they're like, well, it feels like Mary needs to come back in some capacity. So I truly think they were like, you know what? Screw the allegations. Let's bring Mary back so we actually have a show to film. Because
wow.
Yeah. They couldn't have known, because nobody knew Monica Garcia was going to be like the hit she was on season 4.
I would not call her. You can call her a hit. I will never call her a hit.
With the fans, yes.
You can call her a hit all you want, but she was anyway. And she's been trying so hard to stay in the narrative. She keeps posting videos and stuff, like trying to be involved. She's like, please, someone ask me about it, please.
Well, she's been, Carlos King has her over there every week to talk.
I know
the breakdowns of Salt Lake City with them.
I know you still love Carlos King, but I'm actually like over him.
Oh my God, he does such great interviews. I love him. But I like when he does, like, I don't care about the Bravo stuff. I love all the other stuff that I watch that he talks to. I'm like, ooh, I love these people. Let me talk to him.
I don't know. Sometimes the way he like, I don't know. Something's happened to him. I don't trust him anymore.
Oh.
I don't. Like, I was like something, I don't know. And I know you love him, and I don't want to ruin that for you. This is just my opinion. It's just my opinion.
When you say you don't want to ruin him for me, like, what are we talking about? Crimes being committed or what? Like,
oh no.
Oh, okay. Then no. Yeah, I do. Yeah, he's good.
No, I don't know about that. Not at all.
Right.
No, I just like I don't know. Anyways, so I was left with the weirdest feeling because I then had to watch the new episode of Real Houses of Salt Lake City.
Yes.
And then I was like, what do I do with this? What do I do with this information? Like we said last week, this should have come out a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And if it did come out a couple of years ago, would she have been brought back?
I don't think so.
Right?
That's the thing. Like, she came back and she's completely rehabbed her image, and to the point where, because I think the fans are the biggest key in this, because right now it's being brought back. Before it even came out, everybody online was like, I'm not watching that. It's just a hit job. Like, y'all are late. Mary's back. We love Mary. Like, all this kind of stuff.
Me too.
Right. But had it been like after that, like around the Jen Shaw time, and then you drop this and Mary's not on the show, and remember that housewife that was on her 2 seasons being mean to people, and they accused of having a cult and all like this, that would have been like the perfect time. Like, I get it all, like, takes time to like shop it to a network and to film the talking heads and do all of that, but it just, I don't know. I think it was gonna land on a lot of deaf ears regardless because of the timing.
I mean, yeah, because like I avoided it. I was like, you can't do this to me now.
Right.
I've just gotten used to normalizing this and being like, it was us guys. We were the weird ones for thinking they were weird.
Right.
We were, that was out of line of us. We were just questioning a woman's church. How could we?
Right.
And then I'm like, okay, wait, hold on. So on that note, let's talk about Salt Lake City finale, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. First and foremost, Angie's face is messed up from that tray accident.
Yes. Goodness.
What's crazy is like I didn't even see hints of it forming the night before, like when they had that dinner scene. Like, I didn't see it like swelling up this morning.
Oh, that's the worst.
Wait, Mary's reaction to her reminded me of you for some reason. Because like you don't have a poker face. Like, she just goes, oh.
Right. I'm like, who hit you? What happened?
It's bad.
Right.
I could not believe I'm like, again, I need to see the footage. What did you do?
Exactly. I needed to make sense to me because like that corn, like goodness, it was like he took that tray and
Yeah,
like he was he was on a mission, man.
like now I'm not sure it wasn't on purpose.
Right. But isn't that the worst though? When you go to sleep, you're like, oh, I'm fine actually, and everything is great, and you wake up with like half
Oh,
your eyes shut. You're like, God, okay, God damn
that
it.
happened to me the other day. When I was working out, I totally felt I was fucking up my knee. I totally
Oh,
knew I was doing it, but I was like, oh, my alignment's just bad. Let me just keep doing this workout and I'll just do it with better alignment. And it hurt the whole time, but I was like, it's fine. This is the problem with having been a dancer in my like formative years.
mhm.
You are like, we're taught if it hurts, you probably should do it more.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know? And so I woke up the next day and the back of my leg, like behind my knee, into my calf, into my, it still hurts. It was like, I could barely walk. I've been icing, elevating, resting, the whole deal. I know. But I'm like, then I look up like what to do if the back of your knee or whatever the hell. And it was like immediately stop doing any activity that aggravates it. And I was like, oh.
Yikes. This is like me learning all my like medical knowledge through the pit. I'm like, yeah, we should probably me thinking I know something. I'm like, yeah, you should not do that. Yeah.
Not a good, that's not smart. That's not what they recommend.
Yep.
Nope. But yeah, you sleep on it, then you wake up and it's like, no, now I'm swollen. And it was on her face too. Like it was on her mouth.
Yep.
Girl. But okay. Stella, the playwright.
Yes.
I need to talk about this. Who else is booking this service?
Right. Is this exclusive to Greece or is this like happening everywhere? Like, what is going on?
And like, I'm really just truly not convinced it wasn't production. I'm really just not convinced they weren't like, we'll hire an actor to play the playwright and we will write and we'll get them to talk all sorts of shit about each other on camera and we'll gather that. And it's like, I feel like it was this cathartic play that the producers wrote because it was like, they all die at the end.
Right.
They were so tired.
I could definitely believe that because I mean they've like knocked 3 out of 3 season finale because they always do something super dramatic in the last episode. So like I feel like production at some point has to be involved to keep it going.
I agree because like we don't need them to completely destroy each other at the end of every season, guys. Like I don't know who told you that, but we don't need them to do that. Like you don't have to do that.
Right.
But they do. Production must be like, we have to get one of those finales again. There was this really funny tweet someone had after last season. It was like, it's like next season on Salt Lake City finale. Heather's like, hey guys, I have a game for us. Pulls out loaded gun.
Literally. No, we talked about
that
this.
bad.
We talked about this. It's them constantly chasing the receipts, proof, like chasing that moment because like that finale was so huge, and like now they've delivered. Like we know Salt Lake City to be like the season finale. Like
you're right. They're like we can't do a normal finale. Like
right.
What are we gonna do? Have a boring, normal, average finale after what we've done?
Nope. And you know what? Housewives seasons typically end pretty boring, like not boring, but like just kind of like wrap up, like a true wrap up. But they're the only one, like they're the true definition of being like, nope, we have to like go in like fully loaded pistol, fully loaded AK-47, a couple bombs. Like we got to have everything to like make as much mess as possible, and they do it.
Because like I'm trying to imagine who, like let's say you and I were going to Greece with some friends, and we're like, you know, it would be really fun to turn our lives into a Greek tragedy and have it acted out in front of us. And so then what we're going to do is you're going to go tell her some shit about me. I'm going to go tell her some shit about you. We're all going to talk about each other. And it's just the worst things you can possibly think of. Go for it. Just get real nasty with it. And then watch as we are told what our friends have said about us.
Right. Like that'll make the rest of this trip not awkward at all. Like, okay, let's do that.
Who wants that? Who's like, this is a good party trick.
But like also, how do you find that? Because
thank you.
If I'm thinking of stuff in Greece, I'm like, oh, let's go and break the plate somewhere. Like, let's go and do that. Or oh, let's go to the amazing beaches. But like, no, who Googled dramatic playwright that eviscerates my friends in front of me? Like, I don't know how you find that service. That's
Like,
amazing.
I'm thinking like family trips. They're like, this could be cute. Sure, yeah, turn it into a Greek tragedy. I'm like, okay.
Everyone hates mom now. Exactly.
I just didn't understand what this service was. But okay,
Right.
more on that later. Meredith is a chipper little barista this morning.
Mhm.
And Bronwyn is confused because of what happened the night before.
Mhm.
Now, okay, Bronwyn goes and chats with Mary about it.
Yes.
So what had happened
Mhm.
was Mary, Bronwyn, and Meredith were like the last women standing out in the living room the night before.
Mhm.
And it was like 1:15 in the morning when they like separate from each
Yes.
other. Well, Bronwyn's like, I didn't go to sleep because I got a text from Meredith
Mhm.
and it says, can you come to my room? Or like, are you still awake? Can you come to my room or I can go up there or something? And according to Bronwyn, she was really paranoid about what we had talked about at lunch. Okay, that's her version of it.
Yes.
Now, I want to say something. Mary keeps saying that she thinks Meredith has changed since she first knew her. And her examples are she doesn't want to hear anything. She feels like she's being attacked. She feels paranoid. Like, I honestly feel like she's always been like that.
Right. Like not necessarily changed, Mary, but I mean, okay.
Like
I feel like everyone's using that plane thing to like kind of spiral into like I feel like Meredith always has a big blow up. Lisa always has a big blow
Yep.
up. Like Heather always has a big crying moment. Like they're all pretty like standard in what they do.
You're right. It's like formulaic. Like they hit all their little points.
Exactly. Like we were used to certain things from certain people after a certain point. So I don't know.
Yeah. But now Bronwyn is convinced that Meredith was trying to get information from her so that she could do what Meredith likes to do, which is like flip things and, point it out to people and whatever. That's not inaccurate that Meredith does that.
Right.
But then Bronwyn and Meredith talk.
Mm-hmm.
Meredith's version is that, okay, I'm willing to accept that Bronwyn is lying. I am.
Yeah, for sure.
But I don't understand Meredith's version exactly. Because she said Bronwyn was concerned about the play. And Meredith was comforting her.
Yeah.
But I don't get that doesn't track to me as like the reason for that conversation.
Because I think in that regard, then we'd expect Bronwyn to have reached out to Meredith.
Maybe.
It kind of seemed like she was the one that was saying, or is she saying like we initially talked about the lunch, but then it went more into that and I had to console Bronwyn.
She was worried about the play and what was going to be said in the play, according to Meredith. But Bronwyn's like, Meredith was worried it was going to be in the play. And Meredith was like, oh my God, everyone's been coming for me. So I'm sure it's going to be bad. But Bronwyn gets very upset. Side note, I did like Bronwyn's outfit. I don't know if it's a tacky outfit that people didn't like, but I like the dangly earrings with the gold chain on it. Like I thought that was cute. I thought it was cute. But anyway, she gets very, very mad at Meredith because she really believes that Meredith has been working her for information to use against the women. Ooh. What, do you see it?
Yes, I forgot because that's when she was on the bus too with that, like the colorful one, and then it had the
dangly earrings.
Yeah.
I like that outfit. A little blue. So I don't really know if at this point Bronwyn's being a little paranoid too, or I do believe that Meredith was freaking out and worried. I don't know. I can't figure out where I land on this because where this ends up at the end, it's like, I don't think you guys understand how to like show people that you care and are concerned about them, because then it just becomes this like Greek tragedy all in real life.
Right. Everyone like is trying to control their image to a certain way. And it's like, it feels like both of them, like I can believe either version of the story. I can believe Bronwyn was upset that like it was going to be.
Yeah.
Probably in my mind, Bronwyn was more concerned about like, oh, all this shit that I told this person.
That's what I was thinking. I can believe that too. Exactly.
Because we talk a lot about how Bronwyn really like is trying to find her footing with the group in terms of like getting trusting friends and like doing all this. So I can definitely believe that, but I can also believe that Meredith definitely wanted to know about what are y'all talking about at lunch? Are y'all still like attacking me? Like what's going on? Like that kind of stuff. Like y'all still beating this dead horse? Like what are we doing?
And ironically, like she had a reason to wonder because you guys did talk about her very firmly.
Yes. I mean, if Whitney's going to be anywhere, I'm always going to assume I'm being talked about. So, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like she has a reason to, I guess, quote, reason to be paranoid, if you will, because like it's not like, imagine if they hadn't talked about Meredith.
Yeah.
And Meredith was freaking out and was like, what did you guys talk about at lunch? And it's like, no, we literally didn't talk about you.
Right. But like she's literally the topic of conversation. So
yeah, like right. and a firm stance that she's got a problem and she needs to get help. And like, so
I mean, they shed tears. Yes. Oh, yeah.
It was a heavy lunch. So I can kind of go either way on this. But anyway, today they have to pull it together to meet up with Angie's cousin, and that's fab and it's cute, whatever. But then in the van back home to regroup, Meredith leans over to Lisa and says, I don't even know why I'm here. I don't know what she meant by that exactly. Like, was she mad they weren't paying attention to her? Like, I don't really, but she probably just like was stewing, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
Because she started the day off on such a like positive note too, which is funny because they're like, oh, we got the great Meredith back. We've got our happy-go-lucky friend, the one that wore a business suit to the pool, like that, that Meredith. But then it's like, nope, oh, she's mad. Okay. Oh.
Yeah. So Heather is like, okay, guys, what happened earlier why is Meredith so upset? And so Bronwyn's like, I'll tell him. And she's very firm about it. And she starts to say, and then she's like asking what we talked about at lunch. And Meredith goes, and this is where we have a sticking point because Bronwyn thinks I was trying to get information. And then Whitney's like, were you? I was not. I was not. And then, but Bronwyn like gets, I have to say, I didn't mind this scene. Like, I know Bronwyn got a little extra, but I was like, kind of fun.
Yeah. When the people don't do it often, you don't mind sometimes when they kind of like Angel is on Potomac is a big old goofy, but when she like attempts to like put her foot down or get mad or show that she can like have a stern voice, I'm like, you know what? This is very silly, but also I don't mind it. You know what? Try the housewife. I don't mind.
Yeah, I'm so excited because I can finally watch more Potomac episodes because there's enough that have piled up.
Oh my God. And they're going on. Let me tell you something. The trip has been a mess, and it's going to be even
killing
more of a mess.
me not watching clips because I'm like I want to know, but all I see are like cowboy hats and like I'm like I need to see what's happening. So now we have enough episodes where I can comfortably watch and feel good because I miss it.
You like to binge them, yes.
I like to binge them. But so Bronwyn's like yelling at her and she's like going off, you're gaslighting me. That's the nicest way I can say it. You're gaslighting me and you did ask me questions and blah, blah, blah. Meredith then goes silent. And that is what Meredith will do. That I hate to say it, but like that's her trick. She will just go quiet. It's not my favorite maneuver.
But we're used to it. Yeah.
It's a little boring. It's a little bit tired. But I also do understand you hit a point where, if I start yelling, we're just going to be yelling back and forth and there's going to be no point in me. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yes. And I think we hate it kind of too, because when Meredith like fully engages, she really does. She engages. So like either way, but I get it too. Cause like you're on the last day of a trip. Like you've been for now, like the half of the season, you've been, like, the topic of conversation at every group scene and stuff. It's like, okay, y'all leave me the hell alone at this point. Like, what do y'all want me? Do you want me to just go back to America now and y'all had this little ridiculous play later on? Like I would happily do that, but let me know.
I thought it was interesting how Bronwyn in one of her, like when she's going off, she's like, I fucked other relationships for you, which is on me, but how much more do I have to bleed out for you before you stop fucking me with other people?
Goodness, what a Greek tragedy.
And I think that's also why I'm like, did we even need a tragedy version of your lives? You already live it.
You live it every moment of this show.
You live it. So there's no resolution to that fight. Bronwyn just finishes her monologue and Meredith continues to look out the window. But now it's time for the Greek tragedy. Now, when this started, I was like, who the hell are these actors in this play? Like,
no,
I was not sure. I'm like, these are the producers. John, tell me those are the producers.
No, but you saying that online about how you thought production was behind all this. I was like, how funny would it be?
I'm sorry.
Like that's a PA. That's like the guy who like someone like an intern. Like all
Yes.
these people like doing all this stuff in these. I need to go and look back and look and see if like the plies and stuff they were doing were actually like
They were not
trained. No.
They were not. That's why I was like, this isn't real. Because I was like, these people have never done this before.
No, they're Harlem shaking, like they're doing everything. They're like, oh boy, what am I, robot? Okay, here we go. And faint. Gangnam style and faint. Here we go.
No, I swear, like, because I was confused. I'm like, when did they rehearse this? Like, they just the night before they talked to the Stella playwright person, and now they're performing it. But it's just like, okay, they're like, okay, so you'll be the Lisa character. So then, like, Lisa goes up and just like does like hand gestures,
right?
and just like waits to hear what the stage direction is from the dialogue. But like, it was. I'm like, this is not a thing. This is not a thing that you guys do.
I need to like look into this woman to see if we can book her services for like a
someone did look her up, and I guess she is real. Someone looked her. I just saw it was a comment someone left on Instagram, but I didn't bother looking it up myself. But anyway, but let's talk about the things this woman said, because this is how I'm like, this has to have been a producer that wrote this, because it's like they're having way too much fun with with what they wrote when they said Lisa, the eldest or one of the elders of the group or whatever. I was like, oh my God.
Oh, and
there was like, no need for that.
No. And that's hilarious. That's like unnecessary shade. Cause like, isn't she like, I feel like she's like the third youngest maybe on the like, aren't there like 4 people older than her? Like maybe if you meant it like in an OG way, I feel like they were like,
no, I think she actually might be numerically.
Is she?
I think so, because who else would be older than her?
Hold on, SLC cast. Let's look. How old is SLC cast?
Yeah, let's look at how old.
Okay, Google is so annoying. Oh, here we go. Okay, Lisa 51. They say Meredith Marks around 53 or 54. They don't know a specific number apparently. Whitney Rose 39. Mary 53. Around these numbers might be
okay. Honestly, so like you're right. There was no need to say.
No, am I glad they did? Yes, because I cackled, but like, because I thought I was like eldest. Maybe they meant like she's just an OG of the group. Like maybe they meant like she's one of the original cast members. They're like Lisa, the eldest. You're like, okay, like calm down, sis.
And then
like,
the editing, they cut back to her like,
She's like, nope, I'm not gonna give him satisfaction. Nope.
I'm not giving you a reaction shot to that one. No. That's when I knew. I was like, so this is personal.
Yes.
This is something. And because honestly, like, why would this playwright write that?
But no, you know what's funny though, because when they cut back, like in the scene, they keep cutting back to like when the girls are like saying everything about everyone else. So like, you know, she's just so catty. Like it's literally like Lisa, like front and center every time, like saying something about somebody else. So they were like, oh, we got to get her first before we go into all these other people. I'm like, you know what? Fair.
Also, on that note, when you'd hear some like the play would be just so savage, like you laugh because crying would make you real, and then they cut to what the person said, and I'm like, they didn't say that.
Right. Exactly.
Like, whoa.
That's a little creative license you took there, but okay, I'll allow it.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like when like that's what I'm like, what is this service? Because you tell them this thing and then they go, don't worry, we'll just craft it into this horrible thing.
Can you imagine, like you're going to like with your like close family, and they're like, "What do you think about your mom?" You're like, "I don't know, she can be mean sometimes," and they're like, "Miss Susan, a stone cold bitch," and you're like, "Oh my God, I did not say that about you, mom." Like Jesus.
That's what I was like. I feel like I needed people to know like what was really said, because it's like, who said that? No one.
No one.
No one.
I'm obsessed with this service now. Like I need this to come to America.
Seriously though. Like Heather, I thought it was gonna be funny because Heather laughs when it was like, Heather, you're a joke wrapped in mascara. And they're like, oh, that's hilarious. But it's like, but behind the jokes is a sad woman. I'm like, okay.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Then they get to Bronwyn. You're not two-faced, you're no-faced. Oh my God. You collect secrets like trinkets, trading them between sisters under the guise of concern. Bitch.
Oh,
I mean, not wrong, but
clocked it right.
we'll get to that later because even Braun was like, "Oh, she got me."
Right. She's like, oh damn, girl. Okay.
Like, fuck that. I can't deny that right now.
Right. Oof.
But then I kind of have to say, so do you don't watch the after show, like the Bravo HQ?
Every now and then.
Okay, so I happened to catch it this time,
Mhm.
and I noted that Whitney's was bad. Yes, Whitney got a bad one, but I still think it was kind of like nothing outside of what Whitney has said about herself.
Yeah.
Quite a bit. And also Angie got it kind of easy.
Mhm.
And Mary got it kind of easy.
Yeah.
In the after show, Whitney and Angie, I don't remember if Mary even got interviewed for it, but Whitney and Angie were like, that play was great. That really taught us a lot. And I'm like, because I feel like they might be the most close to production, maybe like the least annoying for production, possibly. I'm just making this up. I have no idea. So they were like, we'll go easy on the ones we like.
Right.
And then when we get to Lisa, we'll make sure to say, if only you were capable of an apology, able to say, but humility is the only thing you can never afford. Oh my God.
Right. Goodness.
Again, clocked it, but Jesus Christ.
Right. Like, bitch, is this play about me? Oh my God.
Oh my God. I think the savage part too is making them watch it.
In front of the people that said it about you. Like, good Lord.
Like, you sit here and watch this now. Like, what the hell? This is not necessary, you guys. We don't need to do this.
I know everyone was like, good God, Bronwyn, okay. like, I just got called a whore, but geez, Bronwyn, like, you should be embarrassed.
But then
like,
Brittany's, I was like, oh my God.
Ooh.
Oh my God. So consumed with the man's attention, you barely noticed your children fading quietly into the background.
Goodness. Oh no. Oh no. I mean, and Mary cackling was everything to me.
I know.
Goodness.
Because it was like, that's how it was like, it's so bad, it's funny. It's like, oh my God, I can't believe she's saying that.
Mm-hmm. True
and then Mary gets kind of an easy one. Meredith's is, I guess Meredith is okay. You hide behind your semantics, twisting language to dodge blame. Yeah, but that's true.
That's like for a lawyer, that's like probably a compliment. It's like, oh, you recognize that. Thank you.
She's like, that's what I hope to do. I hope to semantic my way out of everything.
Love that for me. Mm-hmm.
But then the way this damn play ends is they all drink poison and die. And then it's like after the play's done, they have to they're like clapping. They're like, do we clap?
Right. Are we happy we're dead? Like, what's going on?
Like, thanks, guys. And then like the awkwardness of like, well, so that was a play.
Right. I guess we should debrief now. Okay.
But then it becomes a whole other tragedy afterwards.
Right.
But in real life. And this just gets very confusing to me. Someone commented, and I can't remember exactly how they worded it, but it was sort of after the Greek tragedy play thing. Mm-hmm. It's almost like these women don't, and maybe this is an editing problem, but it's like they don't like talk about the right thing. They talk about like other things, and it's just like, wait, how did we get on that topic?
Yeah.
And so this devolves quickly. Also, Meredith, Meredith wasn't going to put up with it. Like, I knew like Meredith is not going to sit here and listen to you guys anymore. We already know that. Like,
right.
She's done here.
It's the end of the season now. Like, she's like, wrap this shit up. Let's go.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
So after Bronwyn's, I was pretty amazed with how much introspection Bronwyn had. That was pretty I was like, okay, she does know this. And you had a really fucked up life with bad relationships and no one really protecting you. So you know what? Fine. I'm here for your journey. I like it. I like that she just baffles me, this woman. She just really, her self-awareness is like comes and goes. And it's just odd. Right. But like, I like it at the same time, you know?
Right.
But then they get on the topic of Meredith and how they're concerned. But then Bronwyn eventually brings up Seth and seeing Seth and I'm like, weird time to do this, man.
Whoa, good. You know what? It almost felt like, oh shit, I know the season's about to end. I got to get this in before cameras wrap. Like we got to get this out there.
This is why you're not wrong to think that production has something to do with these savage finales, because production will be like interrupting scenes, be like, what about talk about this, talk about that. And so I just cannot not see the producers going in being like, talk about that thing you've been telling everyone else about. We want to see that moment.
You're right. Exactly.
And I ended up feeling bad for Meredith. I don't know where you landed on it, but I was like, guys.
I did too, because like the plane stuff, I feel like for like maybe like 3 episodes was like good to focus on. Cause like, okay, Meredith's having her moment this season, like this, that, all that kind of stuff. But then as we go along, it's like, oh, well, did she have that plane explosion because there's infidelity, there's this, there's that. And it's like, no, we're continuing this all throughout Greece. It's like, calm down. Like, it's okay. Like, there's enough in this group to like focus on. It doesn't need to be just Meredith. Like, goodness.
I also like didn't understand like Meredith when she was like, I'm afraid of betrayal. I'm like, this is an odd amount of emotion for this. It felt a little bit not real. But like, I'm so serious. I think production is like every finale of Salt Lake City will come close to like destroying all of their lives.
Truly.
We have to hit all the talking points, because when Bronwyn then brings that up, I was like, well, now she's not going to hear you at all. Now she's going to get so pissed. But then
why would she?
Heather and Whitney are now drunk too. So so they're like, no, Meredith, listen to me, Meredith, Lisa, let me talk to Meredith, Lisa. And then like Lisa's also probably a little buzzed, and she's like protecting Meredith, like, don't come near her, I'm protecting her. And the great shots, though, I have to say, like the cinematography was wonderful, because there was like wind and scarves and sitting in these beautiful, I was like, well done, they did frame this well. But this is how these always go with both Lisa and with Meredith. They always walk away from these big scenes. And while I don't like it, I also like get it, because at this point now it's kind of obvious what we're doing, right?
Right, because it's like there are certain moments like in the past where it's like, no, stay and actually talk this out, but then like this time it's like, okay, y'all, like I would leave too. Like we doing way too much now, way too much.
I like when Meredith goes to the bathroom at one point, and then she comes back. She's like, I have a question. When have I ever seemed like I had a problem? Or I do not, or she's like, I do not have a drinking problem. And like, whenever Meredith announces stuff like that, it's just like, you sound like you have one when you say it.
I think that, because I think her first question like had me confused, because she was like, I have a question. What's the goal? I was like, what are we the goal of okay, what we're doing, all right, I'm back in it, okay, I'm back in it, here we go. Had to figure out like, where are we?
What was the end point that they were expecting to get to? Like, what was Bronwyn expecting to get from Meredith? Like, I'm concerned about you. That could have been spoken in a different way, but then bringing up Seth, now we're all lost, and now I am. And then Heather, drunk and confused, is like, Meredith, get out of here.
Right, like what?
Meredith, you are a snake. Meredith, I'm like, okay, Heather, I don't even think you know what's going on anymore. I think you were just trying to get a moment on camera. Yeah. Because what are you talking about?
Literally, I don't understand like why all of them kind of feel the need to me, there's a very like big balancing act they have to do, because when it comes to something like, if you're saying like drugs or something like that is like truly involved and you really think that, it is a balancing act, because I get that you like want to say this stuff on camera, but also like if you're not reaching out, if you think I have this big problem and you're not reaching out to me like on the side through text and all this kind of stuff, how concerned about me are you? If you're only concerned when the cameras are around, then like I get it. It has to be on camera because you're living your lives out on camera for sure. But if there's not work you're actually doing like behind the scenes and stuff like that, then don't expect me to receive it well on camera too. Like that doesn't make sense.
It's like I said a few weeks ago. If Whitney had never said a word on camera and only went to Meredith one-on-one off camera, no one else knows about it, and said, I'm getting concerned, just so you know, like I'm a little concerned, that would have impact.
Yes.
But when you do it like this and everyone starts to get involved, and like, I know we don't see everything, so I'm sure like I have a feeling Meredith really is that volatile and like and hard on producers to deal with, and like we watch it on camera. She's walking away all the time. She's storming off. You know, I'm sure we see it. We see that she's a little bipolar in her mood swings.
Right.
But none of you.
The problem is like you have someone like Heather, who I'm sure Heather's probably a dream to work with. Like she probably causes no fuss.
100%.
They probably really love her too.
Oh,
but
yeah.
then on camera, she's annoying the shit out of somebody like that who you're saying actually has the problem. So it's like it's all these different battles, and like you don't know, production doesn't know like where they need to land because they're like, well, I love Heather because she makes this.
Well, you just reminded me though. Remember the Black Eye season? That was a big thing. Like production was pissed at her.
And you know what? I know for a fact they've changed a couple of producers and stuff because they got this guy who's like one of the reasons the show got so good is because he came in and kind of like took the helms, and like it started like the show like skyrocketed in terms of like what we're seeing like afterwards. So like I know they've changed a couple times, but I wonder how many of the old guard is still there, because like Heather's gotten, because you know you would think that like Heather would be punished to like some extent for lying about that. And maybe
agreed.
But like she's gotten a spinoff since then too. So it's like
good point.
One that Heather, like in that little preview, Andy says on camera, like, "Oh my God, I love the spinoff. Like, it was great. It was all this kind of stuff." So you're like, what do I need to believe? Like, I don't know. I don't know where I should be landing as a rational human being on anything.
I completely agree. You know who we need some new producers on Beverly Hills.
Yeah,
because we've needed it for a while. Yes, that's the problem. Is like that, but those women probably won't work with anyone. They're probably very, very picky and don't want to get a new producer. But like they have just run that show into the ground. It is so boring. Ugh. And whoever cast this new girl, Amanda, I'm gonna go off about it when I do my hate recap.
So even she's not a good. Is Rachel Zoe giving anything? Like
she can't. She only has so much opportunity to give what she wants. Like it's I kind of feel like she's a bit. I want her to bring her show back, like just a one-on-one Rachel Zoe show, because I feel like Rachel is naturally a very like fake bougie person. That's just who she really is. Like Like she will, when she had COVID, she wore her heels the whole time and like did her makeup, like, cause and no cameras were around.
Right.
You know, she's just like that. So like, she's naturally this way as where now, like, but then you have like Kyle, who we're so confused by, and Erica, you know, is like a robot. And, you know, she's not being able to give us enough. It's also early. Maybe it was only episode 4.
Oh, jeez.
I know.
Did that not seem like a dumb decision?
It was so dumb.
Yeah, why would you drop it at that time if you didn't plan on having
2
them
full weeks off?
Right.
After the third episode? What is wrong with you?
How long have they been on Thursdays? That's new, right?
I don't remember, but I hate them being on Thursdays because it's like by the time I can record, because I get the notes, and it's so annoying.
I feel like they were a Wednesday night show. And so
I think you're right.
Everything feels weird.
And even if you're wrong, I want you to be right. So we're going to go with that.
We're going to go with it. We're
going to go with that. But yeah, they need new producers on Beverly Hills. Because clearly the producers of Salt Lake City now are savage and will get the material they need to get at any cost.
No matter what. Yeah.
No matter what. All right. Well, what?
We're about to go to the Traitors.
We will. And I just was going to say about the reunion, but go ahead.
Oh, my favorite moment of this finale was I know we just like did a whole thing about Mary, but you have to appreciate the fact that she truly says on her heart what she thinks is not a shady comment at all, but it's always shady as hell. Because when she turns to Brahma and she's like, "You were a good friend to her. You was a good friend to her, and you have great loyalty. Look at how you stand by Todd." And Brahma was like, "Bitch, I know you lie." I audibly cackled on my couch laughing at that. That was funny because when you think about it, Mary genuinely probably just said that thing, and she was really like,
meant it.
Oh yes, like girl, I'm Team Bronwyn right now. Like obviously, like I'm trying to tell you, you're a great punching bag for Todd. Like you're playing your position great. Like Jesus.
Look, it's good when you like get whacked when you're trying to get complimented.
Right.
You were a good friend. You're so loyal. Look at how you stick around with Todd, right?
Right. Like, okay.
Like, what? Well, we all see it.
Right.
But okay, so the reunion, which I like, as much as I love the regular seasons of Salt Lake City, I hate the reunions. They make me want to stab my eyeballs out.
Yeah.
And I just want to plug my ears. The yelling. And in the trailer, Andy is gonna walk off set. And look, if it's that annoying that even Andy has to walk off set, you guys, we need to figure something out here.
I'm a big proponent for reunions. I love
a reunion.
Sometimes the Housewives don't be so bad. Like I will skip a season or something, but I'll tune in for the reunion.
Totally.
Salt Lake City, to me, historically has never really. I think maybe they've had one good reunion, but I've never, like, even last season, I thought they had a 10 out of 10 season, a 2 out of 10 reunion. Like I hated the reunion from start to finish. So I'm trying to be optimistic. I'm gonna watch regardless because I'm a reunion hoe. I'm a slore for reunions, so I'll be there. But let's just hope they give us something.
Yeah, because it's the yelling over each other. It's very much like the Jersey reunions.
Yeah,
those were unwatchable.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, anyways. Okay, now we're gonna do Traitors, and I'm really excited for this because I think it's a great cast.
I got thoughts.
You got thoughts, okay?
No, but I'm having a great time though. I am having.
But you don't like the cast?
No, I mean there are people that I'm definitely rooting for. When you talk about who gets picked for Traitors, that's kind of where my frustration comes in a little bit.
Fair. Very, very fair. Okay, so first thing I wrote down in my notes, Dorinda looks rough. That's the very first thing I have in my notes. I forgot I wrote that. But she does. Yeah. Wasn't it just last season that she was on?
Yeah.
I want to do a side-by-side of her. Don't get me wrong, she wasn't great last season either, but like she looks like that bitch has been partying, her like doing blow every night, drinking with Luann. Like that lady is not living a slow-paced lifestyle. She looks rough.
Those OG New York girls go hard, and you can always tell when they've like been on a good binge of fun times. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, like Luann was like one whole season of her being like on one big binge good time. She was, yeah. I love personally that Kristen from Top Chef is there. I'm happy to see her. I feel like she's not going to do a whole lot, but like I finished the Top Chef seasons that she hosted. By the way, she revived that show.
Oh, good. Good.
Like they needed to get someone new.
Yeah.
Because Padma had been doing it for so long that she was like a robot. I'm not even kidding. Like it was like, girl, Padma, like just stop already. So, but Kristen's like been there. And so she gets like emotional with them. It's very good. Aww. Like she's very, very good. But I love Johnny and Tara, the figure skater besties who are undercover with their bestiehood.
Yes.
I love that. Like love it.
And of course, on this show, nobody even thinks to like question. To question like, do y'all know each other? Are y'all besties? Are y'all anything? They're just like, oh, y'all both skate? Oh, cool.
No, I think someone was like, do you guys know each other? And they were like,
Right. No one thinks to go any further into it. They're like, oh, okay. Like, no alliance here. Nope, none of that.
Now, one of my personal, like, because this, when I was younger, this was one of my crushes. Mm-hmm. Steven from Laguna Beach is there.
He was one of my early picks to go far. I love me some Steven. I love him as an actor too. And let me tell you something. I'm not one of the people that's mad online that he is being called Steven from One Tree Hill, because I loved him on One Tree Hill. Excuse me.
Oh, people are mad that he's being called that?
Yeah, because we're reality TV people like Laguna Beach. They want him to be acknowledged from where he comes from, but he's done a lot of stuff since then. So I get it.
Let him have One Tree Hill. God,
I love a good One Tree Hill rewatch.
Come on now.
Yeah.
No, but I had such a crush on him. My first boyfriend kind of looked like him.
Oh,
I know. A little humble brag there. not to brag, but when I was 16, I dated a guy that looked like him. But he just turns, like, he takes me back to being an adolescent.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh my God, like I think he has a crush on me. Like I'm pretty
That's what
sure.
it is. Those people that like you grow up watching. It's like, oh, look at you still. It's like
and he still looks good.
Right. That's important because it's like what's the guy? There was a whole thing online, like discourse about Tom Welling. That's who it is online. Who's he played Superman on Smallville. And so there was like a lot of people's like him, like he was a lot of people's like sexual awakening. And I remember seeing him not recently, but like the past couple of years he's emerged because he has a podcast. And I remember everyone being like, oh my God, he still looks so good. Like he literally looks like they're younger when he has but gray hair. And so like there was discourse because a photo like popped up of him, like a little bit of a chubbier face, but not, I mean, the man still looks like he could bench press like 500. So, I mean, a little bit of a chubbier face, but like people are literally like arguing online about like whether he still looked good. I'm like, are y'all, what is happening right? Like, what is this really like what we're using Beyonce's internet for? Like, y'all are insane right now.
I hate when people do that. I absolutely hate it. I don't obviously know Big Brother people like you do, but I'm just letting you know now, and I want to get your thoughts. I'm instantly drawn to Tiffany.
Look, they picked my like two of my favorite Big Brother people. Like Ian, I'm very disappointed about because I want to see, he could have won, like truly, like
really.
I think if he was a traitor,
he was so sad too. Like he was so bummed out.
He's the one. If y'all remember Dan Giesling from Phaedra's season, you know, Dan won his original season 10, but then he came back later on. Ian is who beat Dan that next season because Dan made it all the way to the finals again, and then Ian wiped the kind of house with him because Dan had a terrible social game this season. But Dan's one of the greats too. But Ian, I mean, if you watch that season, Big Brother, you fall in love with Ian. Ian is amazing. He's such a good. That makes me
I didn't even know him, but when he was so sad and like bummed out when he was reading his murder letter, I was like, listen,
I know,
bring him back. So there's this new secret traitor being introduced.
How do you feel?
I loved it. I thought it was a great idea. I was like, there was a perfect move. I did have some questions though.
Yeah.
Does the secret traitor know who the other traitors are? I'm assuming no.
No, they that's what they tell us, at least. They don't know who it is. So
okay.
Yeah.
But I guess it doesn't really matter. I guess if you're this, that's the only, because I would never, you know, I don't want to be a traitor. I can't do it. But I would like the secret traitor one.
I'm like, I
know. And so by the way, we're going to be playing, is that tomorrow?
Yes, on I Am the Cute One.
I Am the Cute One. We're going to be playing Traitors Express. And I'm just letting you know, I know you want to be a traitor, so I'm going to be coming for you right away.
I know Donnie knows that I've like made it pretty public and they put it out there too. I doubt they make me one, but I was like, that would be really. I didn't get a chance to do my video. I was like freaking out. I'm like, Chelsea, I'm so sorry. I don't have time to do my video. It's the worst possible week to give me a homework assignment. I know.
But in my video, I would have said, make me a faithful, and FYI, I'm coming for Kendrick.
I know. Everyone, because I feel like Cara Berry, you and Cara Berry are gonna team up on me. I already have a feeling. Oh God.
You know, Cara Berry and I are birthday twins.
Oh, I didn't know that. You know, I love me some Cara Berry. Shout out to Cara Berry.
Every year we're like, hey, happy birthday. You too.
I love that.
I know.
I love that.
Good little Pisces sisters. Okay, but I like the secret traitor thing. But let's so this secret traitor ceremony is incredible. Yeah. They're all on the steps. Alan faces away from them and has the chest that he will open, revealing whether or not there's a card inside. The person looking is facing towards everyone. Now, granted, they are a little bit far away, but still, they are facing everyone. So everyone has to fix their face to react accordingly. I was like, this is producing right here.
Right. That was good because I think like you said earlier, I don't know about my poker face. I would have been like, oh, never mind. No, nothing's in that box, everyone. Nothing's there.
What I love though is that right away we all hate Michael Rapaport.
Oh yes. long before the Traitors.
It feels really good. It feels really good that he's just irritating everybody right off the bat.
Yep, on the show, off the show. It's just, I feel like I'm amongst my people.
Yeah, I needed this because I'm like, I cannot possibly have people being like, you know what, on Traitors is not so bad.
I'm actually have been cracking up since Thursday because the amount of people that have like come in my DMs or comments that have been like, "Are you kind of happy that everyone hates Michael Rapaport?" I'm like, I am. Yes, yes, thank you.
Very happy about that. But okay, so the Traitors they did the little traitor ceremony now. Candace, Rinna, and Rob from Love Island.
Yes.
All right, I want to hear your thoughts.
Okay, hate it so much, and I love the secret traitor like twist.
Agreed.
I hated who they picked.
Agreed.
Like that to me, that was the dumbest thing in the world because like
such a waste.
Right, and when she was walking up those, when they showed like the person holding the lamp, like going, I thought it was Maura Higgins. I was like, that little wrist is so tiny.
Let me tell you something right now. I was convinced. I put it on record on Threads. I'm like, I just want to show people how bad I am at this.
Yes,
I was convinced after the first episode. I'm like, oh, it's Mara. Mara is
100%. I was like, oh, it's got to be Maura.
It's too good.
The Portia stuff too. I'm like, oh, it's Maura. Maura's like,
yes, the Portia stuff. The Portia. I'm like, oh, you forgot. I'm like, okay, I'm on to her.
Then she's like, no, my memory is just that bad. I'm like, you know what? I relate. Okay.
Me too. But I also was like, because I'm like, oh, but that she's just saying that. She's just saying it's really. But then later I'm like, okay, she wasn't just saying that. Her memory just is that bad. And she actually didn't remember that.
Right.
Which is kind of amazing.
I love it. But them picking her, Donna as the secret traitor, and with these 3 picks as traitors, it felt so fan servicey to me that I was like, oh, I kind of, because I like it when they have a good mix in the, like this felt like this season is for Bravo fans.
Oh, I get what you mean.
Only, yeah. Like I like when we got a Big Brother person, a challenge person, like I kind of like the mix. Like even season 1 where we had like Siri, who hadn't been on Big Brother at the time, he was like a Survivor person, a Big Brother person, and a normal person. I kind of like that mix. But now we got 2 Housewives and an Islander, and it's like, ooh, this is no like mix up at all. Like I just for me personally, I like when they mix it up a little bit, so it's like not a good advantage for anyone.
I have to agree with you. I thought Candace was a good choice.
Yes, me too.
But I'm going to say something that's going to get me in trouble, but I'm not hating Rinna on.
Okay. Traitors. A lot of people, they seem to be turning on her. I never will. She's my arch enemy, but I'm not annoyed with her, which I'm actually happy to not be.
I think that's what I mean. I think that's what I mean. Cause like I'm blocked by Lisa Rinna. Like I've been blocked for years. So like, obviously there's no love lost there.
I'm blocked by Michael Rapaport on Threads.
Look at you. Is that new?
It is. Cause I didn't. Funny, it's actually so funny.
How'd that even happen? I'm dying right now.
You know me. I probably said anything on Threads to him, but I didn't even know because like I was like minding my business, and me, Tom Hamlet, and Raven. This is gonna be the goofiest sentence in the world, but Tom Hamlet, as y'all probably know, has recently started his baddies journey, and so we have a group chat of him watching baddies, and it's the most hilarious thing in the world. But he came in a group chat one day and he was like, "Hey, I'm blocked by Michael Rapaport," and I was like, "What?" I'm like, "What in the world did that happen?" So I literally got on there out of curiosity. I'm blocked as well. I was like, well, look at that.
I wonder if I'm blocked.
Come true. I know. If you said anything bad about him, he probably did.
I don't think I've even mentioned his name, but you know what? Let's look him up. Michael Rapaport.
Live, people. Live.
Okay, no, I'm not blocked.
Oh.
But I'm really annoyed that I'm not. I'm like, I kind of want to be a part of it.
Look, I'm like, that's okay. We can make it happen before the season.
I know, right? I'm like, now it's my mission. Now it's my mission.
I know. Look, like, wait, Crispy Bacon. He said Kendrick twinsies. Oh my God, are you blocked too? Love that for y'all. Everyone that's blocked by, he said I too am blocked by Michael Rapaport. Love that for all of us. I love this.
No, and I know I've told this story before, but like I remember him from when I worked at Soho House West Hollywood, and he was that guy that we had to go over and be like, Michael, shut up, because he would be talking so loud.
Disturbing everybody else's time.
It's exactly what you see him. That is what he was like, just that irritating. And so I had to like deal with him all the time and be like, Michael. And he'd be like, am I being too loud? I'm like, you know you're being too loud, dude.
Jeez.
Yeah, so he is just and so he was like that all those years ago, and that's who he is.
I 100% do not doubt it for the slightest. I think what got me blocked was because obviously like y'all know I use Threads, like I scroll it every day because Threads can be hilarious when you like get your algorithm right.
My algorithm is nothing but politics, so I don't.
Mine's a lot of that too though, because I love like Here's Why Kevin and all that. So I
love Here's Why Kevin.
But like I use it for like me actually posting. It's all like reality TV, pop culture. So like I'm posting like when I'm watching a show or like something like that. And so I think my very first tweet about the Traitors on Thursday, I was saying like, hey, I'm rooting for these people. Like, I hope they win, like all that. And then my second one about it was, and for anyone new here, I will be actively preying on Michael Rapaport's downfall all season long. And I think that's what did it.
That's what did it. That's also I'm like, how did you even see that? Like, come on, dude.
They say he was on a tear Thursday night, like going around, like I know, spiraling because people hate him. So I don't know.
He's like the most unlikable guy, and that's Andy's like favorite person.
Of course,
right?
But
it's so embarrassing.
Person is Matt Rogers, so we should take all of that with a grain of salt. Just saying,
that was a whole fiasco.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay. Anyway, moving on.
No, anyway.
Candace is a smarty, and when she was trying to pretend like she's faithful, she just like throwing out ideas. She's like, I think Rinna could be a traitor, and I was like, uh-oh.
How funny is that?
I know. But okay, the way it's going to work is the secret traitor will give the other traitors the short list of who to murder. Yeah. Which I like this twist. I think it's an interesting little game because it also works out for the traitors themselves because they too are like, who is it?
Right.
Which is something that they're supposed to be doing as faithfuls, but they're, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. And I think it was a Meat that said it earlier in the comments. I really, really like this twist too. I'm glad it didn't last like all season though. Like I think like half a season or like 4 or 5 episodes would have been perfect. And then we find out and then we go back to like the formula, Well,
so yeah, if they hadn't banished Donna,
right,
they would have met. Like that's why I was like, if it was Maura, she would have been there. She would have still been in it, and they could have been like working together. Like I wanted them all to be like, oh my god, it's you, and like have that moment. But
right, did you gasp when they revealed it was Donna? Because I had no idea.
I was like, this is gonna look really bad, you guys, because this old lady is here on the show all by herself, and you guys are all picking on her and voting her out. And then she was like, I'm a traitor. I was like, okay, now I'm mad. Because that was a really big waste of a secret traitor.
Exactly. It's like when those Big Brother twists end, like with nothing to show for it. It's like, okay, well, never mind. I guess
like she's too shy and like not connected, and like it's just, and then the fact that everyone knew, like that's how bad she was at being the secret traitor. Is that everyone in real life was like, it's Donna. Like I love Donna, but it's Donna.
Truly. Goodness.
The first challenge that they do is this Alan's coffin look, by the way, is incredible. I love it.
That was the one I said he needs to be on the Hunger Games. Like we need to cast him and get him by Effie Trinket immediately.
Honestly, the thing I love about Alan as a host is like it's like theater. The only thing we're missing, like I would not be upset if musical numbers were introduced.
Right.
Like I keep waiting for him to be like, guards, and they all like start dancing and singing, and he's like, welcome and bienvenue, sing a little cabaret.
It's good because his outfits like have become like a part of the reason to watch the show. You're like, what's Alan about to pop up in? And he always delivers. I love
always. So they have to. Okay, that's what they have to do. They have to go to the boats, get the boats with the dollar signs on them, then bring them to shore and put the coffin into the grave.
Yes,
they get $2,500 per grave. But the twist that they don't realize until they finally get up to the shore with the coffin is the players with the coffin in their grave will be up for murder. Brilliant little twist there. Brilliant little twist. I love it. We had Stephen, Rob, and Colton that lead the boats.
Yes.
The gay boat, which is Colton, Johnny, Monet Exchange. They get it figured out first.
Yes.
I loved it. Portia is living her best life for the road. Portia's having the time of her life rowing in that boat.
Oh, she's having a ball. I think she was loving this show. Like she was not taking it too serious. Like she was having a good time. Oh.
Exactly. I know. I'm really bummed that she was. I know that was a good one to vote out. I did not like that at all.
I know.
But it was so funny. It's like Steven's boat is the last one to get a coffin, and I was like, I'm not as attracted to you anymore.
Right.
But then I became attracted to him again.
Right. Am I misremembering who actually like pitched the idea that like, okay, us two boats work together. We won't put any coffins in our stuff. We'll just target this other boat. That
was Steven's boat that they were targeting.
Oh, whoopsie.
but then they quickly like switched that. And then because then like the other boat wasn't quite there yet. And so the one boat was like, no, yeah, with you guys, we're good.
Right.
There was no alliance kept whatsoever.
Right.
At all. Candace is the one who thinks of Donna Kels first. I like how savage Candace is, like from the beginning about Donna. Like she is not scared of this. Most of them were, but she was not scared of the Swifties. She's like, it'd be too perfect if it was Donna, which is also why they shouldn't have used Donna.
Honestly, there was one of the reasons why I didn't want her on the show to begin with. Like she was a sweetie pie, and I liked watching her, but I was like, oh, because we always have those characters each season that are just so like fish out of water that they're entertaining to watch, but I didn't like the fact because I've already seen online. I think someone was like, "Ooh," they said something like you said. They're like, "Ooh, Candace clocked Donna immediately" or something like that. And then of course someone comments like, "Yeah, so we need to get Candace all like." I'm like, okay, like don't be fucking weird. Like and then there are people watching it just because she's on there. So I'm like, oh boy.
Yeah, no, that was not a good idea.
No.
Michael Rapaport does not. It's clear from the first challenge he does not understand how this works. Because he is so offended, but there's 9 whole people that are up for murder by the end of the game. And so, bro, like you're not the only one. I have a question. You know how they do this like really savage shit where they're like, tonight you have to fill in your grave. Like you don't get to go back to the group. You have to fill in your grave and like whatever. Do they really do that?
I always, because you know what makes me wonder like that all the time? Like think about, was it MJ's season or whatever? Like when they were actually like burying like Ekin-Su, I think it was that time when they're actually putting like the dirt down there. Like, did she have to jump out first and then they started doing that, or like how did that work? Because, bitch, I did not agree to this. Like, y'all gotta be kidding me.
Because it's one thing to like get in the to get in the coffin and have to be dug out or whatever. Like, yes, it's bad, but then like putting the dirt over and being dragged off, and it's like, is this really happening, or are we just for the theater of it all? Because it's a lot.
Exactly. Like I'm very intrigued. I want to ask a producer that. Let's see if we can find one. So.
Right. In the cars on the way back to the castle, Candace tells Portia and Mara that Rapaport wanted to put a casket in a housewife's grave. Now, am I wrong? Didn't he say put it in Portia's?
Yeah, grave? They'd almost gotten it in there. Absolutely.
Right. He said that, didn't he?
Yeah, because I think Candace was telling Portia the absolute truth, and Mora was like just as shocked too to hear it. So yeah,
it's like then, but like that was. I thought that happened, but anyway, put a pin in that.
Because hers was the closest one, like to the gate that they can actually like.
Exactly. Back at the castle, Portia then tells Michael what she heard from Candace, and then they have to go to the kitchen, and Candace backtracks it. And she's like, "Oh no, I meant to." He was talking about that last night, not today.
Yes.
And Portia looks to Mora for validation, and she's like, "I actually don't remember anything." That's when I was like, "I have in my notes, she's a secret traitor."
Right. I think we all. I'm assuming everybody probably. Did y'all think that too in the comments? Because I was like, "Oh Mora, you are not hiding this way. They're gonna target you now." Damn it.
Yes, exactly. But the secret traitor puts Rob on the list. For the short list, and I was like, okay, so that traitor must not know who the other traitors is. Okay. Okay, now we're episode 2. Dorinda is not murdered. She gets a standing ovation when she comes in for breakfast, and she starts crying.
Jesus. Like, okay, girl. I actually was hoping that they would be like, that's so mean of me to say, but I was hoping they'd be like, let's get Dorinda the fuck out of here. We failed the first time. Let's get
I feel like I swear they were like, we can't, guys. Like,
I know.
We begged her to come back because she threw such a fit over being the first one murdered, and like she said, I have to make it at least one more day. And they're like, anyone but Dorinda. It's in her contract.
They're like, okay, well, if you come back, we'll guarantee you 3 episodes at least where no one can touch you. Okay, yes. Damn it.
Exactly
Jordan.
that. There we go. But Ian's murdered, like we said.
Mm.
The biggest problem now we have for Portia is she keeps slipping up.
Yeah, okay. Let's talk about this. The first slip up was the one where she was like, I killed Ian, right?
Or we killed.
We killed Ian. Yeah. And in my mind, I immediately knew what she meant because I thought she was like when he didn't walk or when he was coming in or something like that. She was like, "Oh, I killed Ian." I thought she meant like mentally because like me and my sister would joke all the time. I'm like, I thought that person had been dead. She's like, no, they so and so so. So I'm like, oh, child, and killed that man in my head. Like so that's what I thought she meant.
Oh,
right, immediately. So like that one didn't do anything for me. But then when like she kept slipping up, I was like, oh girl, you finna go home. I don't.
And I was like, it's just you're making it too easy. But this happens. It's so weird how it happens every season. Every season of every Traitors, there's a faithful who is a total faithful who just starts slipping up and saying stuff that it's like, yeah, I mean, we're watching it with the bird's eye view, but if I was in it with you, I'd be like, well, those were some hints, right?
Right, exactly.
Okay, so the next mission is the thrones. Lala is a literal queen. The little dog. I love that little dog so much.
Yeah,
I want like a B camera on in the bottom corner, just on her, just so I can. I just love her so much. She's so cute, and they have to. They have to add her barks in because she doesn't even bark.
Oh,
isn't that the cutest thing? I know.
Protect her at all costs.
But so the mission is they have to carry the thrones to the castle. But they see the distance. The looks on some of their faces were so hilarious to me because, like, Rinna, they were like, "That's like 5 miles."
Right? Like, excuse me.
We're gonna die. There's 3 stops for money, and there's 2 token shields at each stop. And so the way it's gonna work is whoever is on the throne, you have a shield token to get on the throne. When they reach the castle, has the official shield for that round. I was very confused because I was like, why would you guys want to be on the throne first?
Right.
When you hear that, like you hear that there's going to be shield tokens at every stop. Colton was right. And Colton's an asshole too, because he's the biggest guy. They had to carry the last leg of the thing. They had to carry his
literally.
That's what I was like, that's kind of what you should have done.
It reminds me of last season where like the people in that challenge, like the first couple people, it was all housewives that volunteered because like I'm a mother, I'm nurturing, so if no one else wants to do it, I'll do it. I'm like, no, don't agree to do that because now if you don't come back, you're immediately up for whatever it was. You're immediately up for banishment or murder, I guess. So I'm like, no. So it was more people being like, oh, I'll do it here. I don't mind, and you'll never catch me saying that on the Traitors.
Yeah,
so,
no,
look out for that tomorrow.
like Maura was so excited. She's like, I have one. I'm like, but this is only the second stop or whatever it was. And like, people are going to get it. Like, if I was thinking people were going to be like, I don't want it now.
Right.
Also, Alan is not giving time checks. Has he done that before? That's a tough one. I have no concept of time. That was the part that would stress me out even more than any of the other stuff.
Right, because I feel like he's always like giving time checks. So yeah,
like to keep time in my head is hard. All right, so on the thrones first, we got Candace, Tiffany, and Caroline, and they're so happy about it. Monet Exchange gets the first shield and gives it to Rinna, and Rinna's like, "Yes, I got the shield." I had to laugh at this because she's taking it so seriously, and Caroline Stansbury, like she's like not a silly person. She's sitting on the throne, and Rinna runs up out of breath. She's like, "I got the shield." And even Caroline's like, okay, like get a little perspective here.
Right. She's like, man, I'm just here to hang out. Like, calm down.
Yeah, exactly. Steven gets the next shield and gives it to Dorinda. And this is when I had a crush on him again because he was like, my mom would have been too upset with me if I took it. And I was like, okay, so we're in love again. No problem. Cool.
Yep.
And then they keep like taking other people's thrones. I'm like, no. I'm like, what did you think the plan was?
Right. Like, do y'all not know what's going on?
All right, so we know what happens. Rob gives his to Jam Jam. That's right. which was an interesting move. And I was, because, you know, sometimes that stuff like comes back to bite you, you know, and like Jam can be like, Rob, why did you give me your shield token? Why didn't you want that shield token? You know what I mean? Only a traitor wouldn't want to give it to me, but like so far we seem okay.
Right. Jam Jam's like, no, I just don't want to get. He said because I made eye contact with him and he can tell he really wanted it. So I'll be throwing it all in his face. Like, no, he was scared. He was upset. So I was like, you know what? I'm a good person. I'll do it. I want to do this. Like, no.
No. But the people that make it back, it's not Rapaport. He is so unaware of how this fucking game works. For some reason, he thought he was the only one that deserved a shield and thought that there would be a negotiation over the last shield and the last throne. And like, he can't even shut up about it. Like they get back to the castle and he's still pissed. He's like, hey, I thought we were going to vote on it or negotiate. And everyone is like, shut up.
Right. Like, no.
Why would we be like, no, you're right. You deserve the shield more than anyone else.
Exactly. No.
Why would we do that?
Not gonna happen.
Yeah. It's funny when Candace first says she thinks Donna's the secret traitor. I was like, oh, totally off.
I did too. I was like, all these votes, like, I don't get this. What are we doing?
I was like, you guys don't even, you're gonna look so stupid.
Right.
But then the first round table is more interesting with the secret traitor, though. I will say that, because again, if you are a traitor and you're pretending to be a faithful, obviously, when you are actually like, wait, is someone else a traitor? It kind of helps your acting.
Yeah.
Because you actually are like, I don't know who a traitor is. Like, this is real. Like, I don't.
Right. Genuinely. Like, what's happening?
You know, so like, that's a fun little twist that adds something there. But Portia's first banished, and the big deal is Rinna voted for Portia.
And I do not want them to forget it. I do not want them to forget
What did Caroline say? She goes, Housewife turned on Housewife in public.
Goodness. I'm glad they all kind of banded together afterwards. They're like, did you see that shit? Like, Lisa Rinna voted.
What was that about? Why would she do that? It wasn't necessary. Like, you didn't need to do that, Rinna.
No.
Michael's right there.
Truly. He's right there.
Take it. But the traitors have to do a murder in plain sight. This was a hilarious scene.
It was.
I mean, this is hard to do. I was watching, like, when so they have to find the tarot card that has the secret traitor short list, and they have to burn that player's card in the breakfast room. So
this was a lot to go through, like a lot of moving parts
in real, like while people are all there, like in front of you, right? And if it's successful, they get to meet the secret traitor. So of course they're like, we got to do this. We want to do this. I had a point where I wanted to give up. Like I was like, guys, just drop it. There's no way you can get it done.
No.
I'm shocked that Candace started a conga line and that it worked.
They must have been, because the way she said it, I think she said, we actually never did get to do the conga line. So it sounded like they've been talking. I don't know if she had been laying these seeds or it was actually something.
Yeah, that's a good point. Was she talking about this prior? Because where did that come from?
Exactly. Because I'd be like, wait a minute, why are we just up doing a conga line? But you know what? After a few, because the traitors let them drink. Remember, Ekin-Su was like 3 sheets to the wind when she got that cup and drank from it season 2. So the traitors has no problem letting them drink. So maybe people are like, you know what? At this level I'm feeling right now, this is the perfect time to do a conga line. Actually, like, why would I not do a conga line right now?
That's funny. I didn't even think that maybe Candace had been like planting or someone, or that had come up before.
Right.
Because it is just so random, but like it does make more sense that people were willing to do it. Like, but Rob C, he knows immediately. He hears that conga line and he goes, I mean, this guy's good. This guy is good.
He won Survivor, so yep.
He figures this one out for real. On the short list is Monet, Rob C, Tara, and Kristen. So Rob pulls Rinna for a chess game.
He did win Survivor. Oh, sorry.
Did he not?
I think because him and Siri, maybe because I know Siri's always called like the best player that's never won Survivor, and then maybe he is too. I don't know. If y'all are Survivor fans, let me know. Maybe he didn't win. I don't know.
But okay, so Rob pulls Rinna to play a fake chess game.
Yes.
And Tara Lipinski is onto them and starts and they were not prepared. They were not prepared because she sat right there and started looking at them and they were like, so, what would you do now? You would move this guy here. You'd move it here. And they like could not come up with words. That's one of the hardest things to do is to change topics when you're talking about someone or whatever, something you're not supposed to and then like go back into it. It's not easy to do.
Right.
And they did not succeed. But thank God Tara just like walked away for some. I would have thought that was weird too.
Right. I'm just like, no, I'm just trying to stay afloat here, y'all. Like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Rob C tells Candace that he thinks the traitors are doing a murder in plain sight.
Ooh.
He quickly realizes that Candace was the one starting the conga line. And his face changes. His face, he's like, I think they're doing a murder in plain sight. Wait, were you the one who started the conga line? And she goes, uh-huh. And he's like, oh, shit.
I'm telling you, like the gamers, like from the Bravo community, they get a lot of like crap, but their way of thinking, man, I wanted at least one in the Traitor because like they really do, like their conversations really help. Like,
yeah,
it makes, I don't know, it just makes for a better game for me. I do love that.
I agree. They know the game better.
Yeah.
They know the game better. Like the housewives show up and they're like, okay, I'm here. And like, we'll figure it out. But like, they know the game and they studied the game. So that's why he was like prepared.
That's why also just like in general, like one of the beauties of a show like Traitors, because you really do get so many types of like, sometimes we only associate like reality TV with like the ensemble cast of like people going shopping and eating and stuff like that. But it really is, it's so all encompassing. I like they truly bring people in from like everywhere to like do this show. So you really do get a lot of different perspectives, whether in the tour or not. So
I agree. I agree. I love that they burned the car, but Candace doesn't know who they murdered. And she's not gonna find out until the next day. Like and that's amazingly for Candace, it was Rob C.
Right. And you know what? Because of that, I actually thought that, remember season 2, Dan, Phaedra, and Poverty were the first ones in the room that day so they can like talk about how everything went, and then the other people started coming in for breakfast. So you know they always come in droves.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I was like, oh, we're gonna see them debrief about like how it happened, but nope, it wasn't. So okay, they're good at like changing stuff season to season, so we don't like the other people, like, you know, they went back and watched, they won't be like, oh, whoever was in here first, those are the ones we need to watch out for. They murdered someone in plain sight, but they didn't do that. Good for y'all.
Speaking of like changing it up, Alan comes in and is like, instead of going to the mission first, we're gonna have a round table first. Okay, and this is when Donna's at the top of everyone's list. Rob, for some reason, Rob is like, I don't want to banish the secret traitor. And I'm like, but why not?
Right.
Like, to me, that would not be, maybe you're just curious, but like, then when you're curious, they'll announce that they're a traitor. And if you banish them, like, wouldn't that not affect, like, as a gameplay, like, wouldn't that not really?
Right.
Especially like, if you put on the list.
Exactly. So clearly they don't see it for you. So you shouldn't be seeing it for them either.
Yeah. I don't. But Candace is like, I hope we do. I'm like, but that's what I feel like you should do too.
It's too much of another element. Like, we don't need surprises. Like, no, get her out of here so we can play the game, is what my thought process would be if I was a traitor.
Yeah. Michael, of course, annoys everyone once again. There's all these great memes, like Monet exchanges, like, Michael, can we not? Just like everyone's just like, this guy won't shut up. Like, he is truly just that annoying of a person. Period. End of story. Okay.
Portia did an interview. I forgot what she was on, but she said that like it was while she was still there. So she said that they heavily like edited that round table because she said Michael Rapaport was a nightmare that entire time. Like, I'm talking about screaming, yelling, cursing, like doing all this kind of stuff. She said her exact quote, I think, was he showed his dirty draws at the table, like he was going off about it. So she was like, I have no respect for him. I don't like all of that. So maybe he's getting saved a little bit, and we're not seeing all the mess he's keeping up with.
Okay, that's really irritating. Because what's annoying me about it is that like Andy has been trying to make Michael Rapaport happen against our will for so long now. Like, we don't want him.
Now,
And like the way he's like, I have a housewife inside of me. I feel like I am a housewife. All that shit. I'm like, no, you don't.
No,
Get
you do
out.
not.
Like, I
Get
just
outta
can't.
here.
Oh, God, I can't stand him. But unfortunately, Donna is like unanimously voted and gets banished, but she was a traitor.
Shocking to me.
Shocking, yeah. They have to pair up for the next mission, and Alan's like, you don't want to be the odd man out. And it turns out if you are the odd man out, you are just going to be automatically up for murder. And the way it's going to work is it's like cage fighting, kind of. One person goes in the cage, and then their partner fights for their life, and whoever is left in the cage goes on the short list. And then very creepily, they get led like this procession. They like the people in the cages get like picked up by the guards. They get led into the woods, into the marsh. I'm like, you guys are, the theater is theatering.
Theater, baby, Broadway, the stage.
So they have to, there's 10 skulls that they have to go find, and they have to stack them. Now like that part, I was like, oh, and that's no big deal. But then I saw the skulls and I was like, oh yeah, that is a little bit difficult.
That's straight out of Big Brother. Like they have to do a stacking challenge.
That's the challenge too. That's the challenge.
I look at it every time. I'm like, I would absolutely not win that. There's not a chance in hell. Me as much as I'm like, oh God, hold on.
I know.
Hold on, like shaking like crazy trying to put something down. I'm like, nope, don't worry about it. That's all right.
Especially when you're nervous.
Right.
You know, like you're nervous, you're under pressure. Like Colton was me. I'm like, I get it, Colton. That would be like I would be just too wild up, too riled up.
Right.
But Johnny Weir is so bad. By the time they're all done, time has been called, and he's just showing back up with the skulls. And Alan's like, "Oh, it's over, honey. It's over." He's like, what? Like, he's like, well, hell. He's funny. I like him. He's fun to have around. But Rob and Maura are first. I don't know why, and I don't really want to think this, but like, I just feel like Rob and Maura are about to like be a couple.
Maura,
I don't want it.
Much better.
I don't want it. I'm just worried. I'm just a little worried about it. But I don't have, my instincts are terrible. So don't listen to me.
Oh, I would hate that so much. But he's so like, one of my like pet. Not a pet peeve because it's a personality trait. But I hate a reality TV person that's just so like, I don't care. Oh, whatever, it's me. Oh, I'm over it. Oh, I don't care. And he's that person. He's just so like, my natural thing. Oh, I don't.
I agree.
I'm just, and that's that. I'm like, no, give Maura an actual like king she needs to be with.
No, he's very much like, I'm here and that's my gift to you.
Exactly.
That's all you need. That's all you need. Yeah. So the ones who do not get it, this is again what I wanted to ask, is Mark and Kristen, Colton and Caroline, and Dorinda and Rinna. And also that other guy, Eric, the one who Johnny was partners with.
Oh, yes.
This is my question then, because everyone in the cages is supposed to be tied to they stay in the cage and they have to be tied to a tree, and one will be murdered by the traitors face to face. Do they really do that?
Well, we got the glimpses, so I don't know if they like came back later on and
that's what I'm saying. Like, I see that they set them back up on a tree, but like they pull them out of the cage and they're like, okay, you guys want to eat something? Sure. Like, you want to, you know what I mean? And then like go to the
Shoney's, the Scottish Shoney's down the street to get a little breakfast. Then like, okay, we'll take it back now. We'll pretend to handcuff you. Don't worry, it'll be okay. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm like, no, that'd be a hard no. Like that, right. I would just be too scared. I would just genuinely be like too scared of the dark. I'm afraid of that.
Absolutely. Those contracts is probably so airtight dealing with all these like divas of reality TV. They're like, oh no, number one, you can't keep me out past 6. Number 2, you can't do this. I must be provided a humidifier. Like, no, they're not letting a lot of shit fly.
Right. Okay, then they have the turret. First, it's just Candace and Rob because Lisa Rinna was in the cage. She had to pretend whatever. And it's kind of cute. They're like, hey, it's fun. Like, it must be so fun. Like, it must be that must be the funnest thrill, that feeling of like, oh my God, it's secrets, it's fun.
Right.
Then Rinna comes in. It's another little kiki, like, yay. But the 3 traitors, the visual on this is stunning. The 3 traitors walk from person with their hoods up, walk from person to person that is tied to the tree. And the episode hilariously ends with Ron yelling, "Show me your faces." I love him.
I'm trying my hardest not to like be against him because I so wanted Portia there, and I so wanted to like. I can't be mad at.
Oh, I get it. I get it. I totally get it.
I'm like, that's my comedy queen. I needed someone funny to make me laugh, but I'm also like, you know what? He's just doing what he's supposed to. So let me not be mad at him. Let me not do that.
I love because I watch Loot, and he's on that show, and he's adorable on that show. He is, but yeah, no, I have a feeling that he'll be like the next one banished or something because everyone's like so convinced because once Donna announced she was a traitor, they have every reason to be like, well, then why was he saying she's not a traitor?
Exactly. Plus the whole Portia thing, like he's got 2 big strikes against him right now. So, and nobody wanted to work with him during the challenge. So it's like, oh boy, you got an uphill battle, my guy. Uphill battle.
But I like that he gave us that scene. Show me your faces.
Yes.
Milk it. Like, give us some camp. Give it all to me.
Yes. Love that. Love that.
God, okay, I feel like I haven't even breathed this entire time. I've been trying to get through my notes. I haven't looked at the chat. I haven't. Okay, I haven't.
I text Emily earlier this week because I was trying to like figure out my schedule like for releasing episodes. I'm like, okay, wait a minute. We're talking about the Mary Cosby doc. We're talking about the finale of that. We're talking about 3 hours of Traitors. Like we're gonna do. Okay. We got to figure it out. Okay, we got it. We got it now.
This was a lot to prep for. Normally it's not this much to be prepared with.
Right.
Okay. We're here 2 hours, baby. 2 freaking hours. Kendrick, thanks for sticking around.
Of course.
Imagine you just like left. Imagine you're like, I gotta go.
I know I'm doing stuff.
I have stuff to do. I gotta get out of here. Get out of here. Oh, this feels good. This fan right here feels real nice. Ooh. Oh yeah, that feels real good. Yeah. All right, guys, we will be back to talk about the reunion of Salt Lake City next week.
Tell them about your week. What all are you dropping this week? You got
thank you for pumping me up there because I that's a good question. I would say I would record my Beverly Hills and Valley Persian style today, but this is a long one, and I can only sit in front of a camera and be interesting for so long.
Right, you got stuff to do.
I also just know that I get sick of myself. Like right by the time when we're done here, I'm like, shut up, Emily.
I get it.
Like, does this lady ever shut up? That's how I feel. But I'll be releasing a Valley Persian style episode and a Beverly Hills hate recap probably tomorrow, maybe Tuesday. Kendrick's got me on this kick. I definitely will be releasing this episode on the podcast as 2 episodes.
Yes. I try not to because
long.
Yes, 2 hours. That's a lot. I'm like to split it up. Listen to because the first it works perfectly because like for an hour we talked about Mary Cosby, and then we talked about Salt Lake City, and then literally the next hour was all Traitors. So there you go.
Exactly. I'm like literally fanning my pits because I didn't realize I was sweating. I was like I said, when Kendrick logged on, I was like, I feel like I'm cramming for a test that I'm not prepared for because I hadn't finished my notes. So like I went into this with my heart racing and my anxiety was like through the roof. So now that we're done, I'm like, we made it.
Everyone in the comments they say it was a great show. I'm so glad y'all loved it. That was a perfect segue too, though, because you said my pits. I'm dropping my HBO episode tomorrow, so y'all listen to that, and then I'll probably do all my stuff probably for now for a while. Most of my stuff is gonna be like Sunday through Tuesday, and then the rest of the week I'll be, sitting the hell down. So I'll probably drop a hot topic episode that I should have recorded like 3 days ago, but I'll record that and that kind of stuff that'll be out Tuesday. But Monday will be the HBO episode. So y'all, I hope y'all enjoy it. I hope y'all are watching all the stuff because we're having a good time. Oh yes.
Will you do a HBO The Pit and Industry episode, or will you have those separated?
They'll both be on one episode, one jam-packed HBO episode. Hopefully y'all are watching both because I hear people talking about both. I'm like, I want to talk because I love both too. So yeah, so hopefully we're all watching. I know y'all are watching The Pit, but Industry, I'm always like wondering, like, are y'all watching Industry?
This is like Industry coming back for this season. It's like a whole new vibe. Like it's they've really like kind of transformed the show. So I'm anticipating this premiere for sure. But all right, guys, we love you so much. Thank you so much. Kendrick,
do.
Kendrick, you're the freaking best. Okay. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Love you.
You're
Love
the
you.
best.
No,
You're the
you.
best.
No,
You're the
you.
And you've
All
gotten
right.
many compliments in the chat on your green, your little
Oh,
shirt,
thank
your
God.
headband. Yeah.
You want to know why I have to? Okay, because I'm still trying to conceal the fact that I'm like my hair is thinning.
Oh,
I know. Don't worry, I'm working on it. Hopefully,
Okay.
it's gonna come back. But like I the hats, I couldn't do it anymore, and so I have to
Right.
I had to mix it up. I had to mix up the headwear, and so this way I'm like constantly pushing it down. Like, don't look.
You know what's so funny? I love the fact that like every time we compliment you on, so you'll be like, I'm like, Emily, I love your earrings today. You know, oh, thank you. You know why I have these on? I'm like, it feels like everything you wear is like
That's not
keeping you put
good.
together.
That's not a good quality of mine. That's what I say.
No.
Like, just take the compliment, Emily.
No, it's so funny because like, no, you're doing stuff for a purpose. I'm like,
Oh yeah, no, this
okay,
is insecurity. This on the top of my head. I had like I bought a whole bunch of headbands. I bought like 5 of them because different colors. Because I'm like, I need to figure out a way to mix it up.
It looks amazing though. I'm anxious to see which color we get next week. There we go.
Good, I don't really. Good question. Anyway, all right, guys, love you so much. Read it. We'll see you next week. Bye. Thanks for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the show.
And make sure you're subscribed to and following the I Cannot with Kendrick Tucker podcast and with Kendrick Tucker on Instagram and Threads.
She's Speaking with Emily Hanks is available everywhere you get your podcasts, on YouTube, and also exclusive bonus content is available on the Patreon. If you want to support our shows, please rate and review on whatever platform you listen, or you can buy us a coffee. Links for everything will be in the description.
Love you all. See you next Sunday.